I need a day's work.
Yeah.
Right, and we're live, guys. So, as before, it's going to be a video recording. So, let's introduce ourselves. Hi there, I'm Jay, LVC, Live Vape and Chill Review Group. Over to whoever wants to take the mic to introduce themselves.
Okay, so you're right, guys. What's going on? Surf Vaping a lot here. Just here chilling out with the LVC crew.
Mike's here again.
I cannot find the live thing on your page.
It ain't come up on mine either.
Has it not?
That's good. Okay, go press, instead of the videos, press home. There we go.
I have to refresh.
Because I was on your videos and then I had to press home.
Oh,
I can't even see mine.
Pop out chat.
Right, where are we? Not on video.
Perfect. Sorted like the sun.
I ain't even got my own chat up, my own thing up yet. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's not on the videos yet. That's where I was. I had to go back onto
Right, lovely. There we go. I ain't even got my own chat up.
muting.
I'm always delayed on that.
Did you make me a moderator on it?
No, not yet. Do you want to type something in the chat and see if we can click on your name?
What's up?
What's up? Oh, there we go. Put user to timeout, add as moderator. There we go. You are now moderator. Mike, if you want to do the same.
Okay.
No profanity. It's too early in the show.
Yeah, we're not that tired yet. I can't blame it on lack of rest.
Yo.
Let me see if I can
make a moderator. There you go.
Oh, wicked, yeah.
Both now moderators. Oh, there you go. Look, you can post your link now.
It doesn't come up as a link, which is irritating.
I know, it's a bit.
Let me see if I can do HTTPS. Let me see if I can copy and paste. Oh, it'd be nice if my phone stopped vibrating on the table.
Right, so there's such a delay on it.
How do you post that link?
Oh, it does. Oh, shouldn't have clicked it. That's right.
You shouldn't have clicked what?
I thought I clicked. I thought it was going to take me out, but it didn't.
Oh, you're a legend. There you go. 1.3k subscribers.
Dicks out of hole.
You know what?
Trust you, Dean.
Dean, jump on, dude. Jump on the live.
Do you know what?
What's up?
Nothing, bro. I'm not going to tell you nothing.
What are you on about?
I've only just subscribed to your channel.
Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh. Hashtag epic squad goals.
There we go. We just achieved a milestone right there.
We did.
Oh, shit. What's going on, Mr. Devil Vapor? How we diddling? Dick's out for Harambe. Nice one, mate.
Keeping it above board right there.
I'm going to put him in timeout if he carries on.
Watch your profanity.
Right, so let me... Oh, gosh. Things are pinging off the hook. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to share it. Bloody tired. I was going to share the link. That's what I was going to do. I was going to impregnate it onto...
Hey, what's up, Big Guns?
What's going on, Big Guns? Oh, cheers, man. How you doing, dude? How you been since not yesterday, day before? Jay, I was going to say, imagine posting the link in the chat for random viewers to join in.
Huh?
I said, imagine if you post the link in chat for random viewers to join in.
You reckon?
No, I'm just saying, but imagine if you'd done that.
That might be a thing to do one day.
Yeah, I think we should promote that, though.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm all for that. Like, getting
I think it'd be quite cool.
Because we done it the other day with Macaulay, one of our viewers from Facebook, and it was all right stream, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah.
Bear with me, guys. Can I have a tea?
I'm definitely coming on though. Just
Like-
chilling at the moment. 2 sugars, please. Mrs. Vinny vaping a lot.
What? Yeah, I have that. 100% result. I've got some fridge raiders coming as well.
Nice.
Now that's service. Love my
Ain't
mummy.
it just? Are they the nice and spicy ones though?
I'm actually hoping they're the roast chicken flavors because they're the ones with the least amount of fat. Honestly, dude, I'm so hungry. I was at work here and made some pizzas for the other chefs and stuff, and I was looking at the pizza. I was like, oh my god, I want to destroy you.
All drooling over it.
I was.
Right.
Yeah, Dean, jump on when you can, man.
All right.
No, yeah, but I'll mute my volume. Don't worry, it's fine. It's nothing crunchy like the salad.
So Dean the Devil Vapor just tried to put something, and it's been blocked by the Nightbot.
For 5 seconds.
Look, if it says Dean the Devil Vapor, shake it, baby. Stop spanning. Caps warning.
Oh no!
Deleted message.
Don't slap. I won't slap my tea. Don't worry. I can't stand that. Bugs the hell out of me. Do you know what? I used to work with someone who, no lie, I don't know how he ate so loud. Honestly, it weren't even things that were crunchy, but he used to eat so loud, and he would do it in the staff room, and I would have to leave. So really, it would be that bad.
Mate, it gets that bad, yeah. Do you know when I'm out with my family, like we're in a restaurant, we went to Cosmos and stuff like that, yeah, all you can eat buffet thing. There's a group of people there slapping, mate, loud. Like they're a table away from me. I'm like this, looking at like proper bogging them out, like, and they're doing this.
Bless them, man. Bless them.
I'm
a really relaxed guy though. It does take a lot for me to kind of like just get a bit irritated, I guess.
That is the one thing, I don't know what it is. It is a disorder. It's the one thing in the world that I just cannot control. Like I cannot control myself. Like I've been told I do it myself.
I get told I do it with chewing gum, and I don't even realise.
Give it all the slapping of your chops, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, for ages with chewing gum, and then I realise oh god, stop it, swallow the chewing gum.
Jay heard about what happened when one of my mates started smacking his chops.
I put one of
He
stream.
met the floor.
Oh, jokes. Why is it not changing?
Why?
Oh no, okay, sorry. I'm watching this in real time on our thing on YouTube. It is changed when someone talks because I was listening to Mike, but I was looking at his tiny little screen on my one.
Yeah.
So it's changed on YouTube, but it's not changed on the Hangouts.
Oh, is it not?
Not on my Hangouts.
That's
Oh, it is on mine.
it is on mine as well.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, that was nice. I like the sound of that mic when you move forward then. Hold on 1 second.
Give me a second. Give me a second, Jay.
And in the red corner,
Let's get ready to rumble.
Vinny's voiceovers.
Oh, it's working now, and that's changing. Cool.
so vaping a lot. Vinny the Hammerman.
Yeah, no, one of my mates started smacking his chops in Burger King, so I laid him out.
As you do.
One of your mates, past temps.
No,
Your old mates.
we're still friends.
Right.
Dean, you still in? You still in chat? Is this your idea of chilling out, relaxing?
He just learnt the hard way not to eat in front of me.
Yeah, but to be fair, I bet you give him no preempt warning or nothing.
Yeah, no warning.
There's some things you give warnings for, and there's other things you just react on.
You two carry on. I'm just posting this out there.
No, that's cool. I'm just catching up on some messages. Oh, God. Drama in my private life. How many viewers is there?
4 at the moment.
So 3 of them are us. Big Guns, you still about?
Me, you, Dean, and Big guns.
Oh, wait, you can actually see who's viewing it?
As a moderator, you can.
Oh, God, I didn't know that. What's going on, Tetley, man?
Oh, and Tetley, man.
Let me just move this down. So, if I move that down there.
All right, there we go. There we go, guys. We'll be back. I'm just sharing this out a little bit. See if we can get any more people in here.
What's everyone hitting up tonight?
I'm still on my Steampunk Nano. Steampunk Tesla with the Apocalypse RDA, man. Still really enjoying it. But I'm vaping Cloud Island Custard Doornut.
Okay, yeah.
Really, really nice.
What
really
did you think
nice
of their
flavour.
pan stack?
It's the only one I've tried so far, dude. Only one
Yeah.
I've tried. Yeah, well, I like when I do juice reviews, I do like a first impression, so I don't vape it prior to the review.
Right.
So
I do that. It's a good way of doing it.
yeah, because it's what anyone else that goes out and buy it's going to be. They're going to vape it. If they don't like it first couple of times, they're not going to vape it, are they?
So I do that, especially on the live streams, because then like expressions give out a lot of like feedback to people that are viewing.
Yeah, 100%. Totally agree with you, dude. It's great. But not so many times, probably about 5 times I have recorded or I've not pressed the record button or something like that, or the file's corrupted and I've had to redo it. But always when that happens, I always say to myself to say, listen, I have recorded this before, but something happened. So, you know.
Jay, what are you hitting up?
Oh, sorry, guys. I am at the moment. I'm just on my Minikin V2 acid ink with my Cleto XO on top with the original 0.4 Cleto coil in there, and I am vaping some of the No Limits Lime Slushy. I don't know if this has been released yet, but I've got a sneak preview of a few juices here that I am actually vaping on tonight. But yeah, this is really good.
Wicked, man.
I'm on
Refreshing.
the Purge Skull mod with the Buddha 2 again. And I'm on Sherbet Fizz tonight by City Vape.
Nice. I love a nice sherbet vape, man. I really do.
I
Double
love
drip do good ones.
I love citrus. It's got to be like, but the citrus has got to be like zesty and tingly and.
Yeah. And this has got plenty of tingle, believe me.
Was that before or after you added the CBD?
Before.
Tetley man, is the EXO any better than the last Cleto? I think to beat the 120, I'm assuming.
Yeah, because that was the last one. I was just about to say that.
It's a tall order. I mean, that thing just was amazing with flavor. That's probably one of the tanks that was so close to an RDA sort of flavor. But I don't know. I do like my EXO, but for me, the coils don't last. They do last. Actually, saying that they do. Cheers.
To be fair, I find that
Tea time.
The top airflow, I actually think it does alter the flavor. Like, I don't know why. It might be just a mental thing in my brain, but I think it does do something.
I think the 120 is still a better tank, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. But in hindsight, it's a totally different tank. Like, where this was brought out to replace like the normal Cleto because of TPD.
I think they've re-bought that one out though. The normal Cleto TPD compliant. I think that was just
In fact, they brought the 120 out, and they TPD compliant.
They have. They've made it a thicker glass or a second glass. What's going on, Vape Lodge? You okay?
What's going on, Nick? How we doing, fella?
Do you know what? I do have my XO over here actually. Saying that.
Do you two find the XO a warmer vape as well?
I have my XO here. I haven't used my XO in a long time. The only thing I didn't I prefer a tank that you can adjust the airflow on.
Yeah, there is that about it. But like I said, this is like just my go-to work mod, like done. Yeah,
I do like the XO, don't get me wrong. And I love the look of the XO. I prefer the look of the XO to the Cleto.
Yeah, defo.
In my opinion.
But I have got a gripe with it though.
What's that?
Right, so it did fire in my pocket, auto fire in my pocket once because I never turned my mod off, yeah? which
That's not the EXO's fault.
no, it's not. But in all fairness, that was my fault. I was just about to say that. But because it's a double walled, so it's double skinned. The tank is because obviously the airflow.
Yeah.
So it's like a tank with a tank shield around it. That's how you get the airflow to come in. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's made of plastic, and the coil got that hot it melted the bottom bit around where it seals. So after that point, it was no good.
Oh wow.
When I put juice in, it just leaked everywhere, like at the airflow when you were sucking it and in your mouth and all that.
That's crazy.
So I had to go out and buy another one because I did like it, and I still do. So
Is the EXO better than the Baby Beast? I think the Baby Beast is definitely more of a. It's got good flavors, but I think it's got a much better vapor production than the EXO.
it's more of a cloud,
Yeah.
thing, isn't it?
You know, so you've got the EXO, which is probably more towards the flavor, not as much vapor. The Baby Beast is still good on flavor, but you're getting much more vapor production out of the Baby Beast.
See, I've never really tried the Baby Beast, to be fair. The only beast that I've tried is the TF8.
Again, with the Baby Beast, the only time I got on with that was when I had the standard M2 coils in it.
Ooh.
Okay. And what, you didn't like the other ones?
No, I just couldn't get on with them. Everything tastes burnt to me.
So I've got a tank which actually takes Baby Beast coils in it.
Oh yeah. What's that? The OBS or something?
No, it's the Morphos tank.
Huh.
Like, it's brand new. I've never used it. I'm yet to do a review on it.
What'd you do? You buy it or you get it sent to you?
Someone give it to me for a review.
Oh, nice.
But it actually takes the Baby Beast coils.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's another day, I suppose. Right, let me just share this out a little bit if I can.
What's your go-to tank, Tetley Man, Vape Lodge UK, and Big Guns if you're still on? I mean, Mike, you're more into. I mean, I know when you're out and about, you use a tank, don't you?
I use an RD, what do they call it? RTDA?
RDTA.
Yeah, that one.
Well, I don't know. Is there? It's weird. RDTA or an RTA?
Well, it's an RTA. It's the Kylin.
Okay. Because I always call them an RDTA.
Right, so there's a difference. So you've got the RDA, which is the RTA is a rebuildable tank atomizer, so it's a tank all in one. Whereas an RDTA is a rebuildable dripper tank atomizer, where it's half tank and half dripper.
Right. Okay.
Because the coils are exposed and you can drip on them. Whereas with an RTA, the coils are inside the chimney chamber and you can't drip directly onto them.
Right. Okay. So the Pharaoh. Yeah, it's a nice looking one though. That is nice. So the Pharaoh by DigiFlavor and Rip Trippers, that's more of an RDTA then. Because it's not. I wouldn't say that's an RDA because it's got that bottom piece, that like a 2 mil bottom piece for the juice.
And are the coils exposed on the top when you take the chuff cap off?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's an RDTA, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Tetley Man's using the Baby Beast Goblin V3 or the Orbs Engine Nano.
Oh, you know what? Love the Goblin. Really love the Goblin. What's going on, Nick? Daily Vape TV himself.
What's going on? Is he in the chats? Does he want a link? Oh, this is okay. No.
Nick, Mr. Daily Vape TV, do you want to join in on the live? But Tetley Man, yeah, I love the Goblin. I think it was the Goblin V2 that I fell in love with back in the day.
In the era.
I was about to say, what did you say? Was it era back in the era?
Was it era that we used the other night?
I don't know. I think it might have been era. Yeah.
I don't know. It don't sound right tonight.
No, it doesn't.
But yeah, I've got to admit,
watch that back.
I only actually got this mod on the going by what Dean said about it.
What, when he reviewed it or when he was just talking about it on the Vape
When he
show?
was talking about it.
What one is that? Let me see.
Aegis.
Oh, okay. That's a
Geek Vape. Oh, where you gone, Billy?
Oh, his internet's lagged out. What's going on?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool. No, yeah, I said that's not a 26650, is it?
Yes.
It is. Okay.
Yeah. Big bastard batteries.
Oh.
Almost the size of a D cell, I think.
Yeah.
No way. PP9 and all that. That's a big old thing. Right, I'm just sharing this out a little bit.
Yeah.
Bear with me,
There you
guys.
go. That's the battery, really.
That's huge. That's so huge, isn't it?
Compared to that for an 18650.
Yeah. What's the amp limit on that 26650 there?
Well, it says.
Yeah, sorry. What does it say? You know, because it's never exactly that true.
I think continuous discharge is 20 amp and pulse discharge is 50 amp. But I don't believe those numbers for a minute.
Do me a favour, because I never see it. Hold them two batteries up again.
To be honest, I kind of believe that this, like, it's nice that they're not claiming. I mean, because a 2650 would have a bigger continuous discharge story than that. But it's nice they're not claiming it's got like 50 continuous. They're only saying it's 20. That's actually quite nice.
Wow.
Well, that's actually an E-Fest.
That is huge.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I got a really good question actually. When the captain come out and that, everyone was asking me, do I think vaping's going to go down the route to 2700? Will the 2700 overtake the 18650? And to be honest, I said that I think a lot of people will, like a lot of companies are still going to make 18650s. I think that's always going to be the staple. But a lot of what companies are doing now, they've got that insert sleeve to make it smaller.
Yep.
For an 18650 instead of a 2700.
Yep.
I think companies still are going to bring out 2700s, but I personally believe the 18650. I think it's still going to be the king of
Not being funny, the Aegis comes with a sleeve to make that an 18650 mod as well.
Oh really? So okay, so instead of a 26650, that must be a fat sleeve. That must be a big sleeve.
It's a bit of foam in it. It's just like a little bit of a pack up, which is it's not even the whole length of the cell. It just packs the middle bit out.
Yeah, well, it's not foam. It's like silicon.
Oh,
okay.
Now put it on the battery. Show us. No, just please. Sorry, my manners. I am a little bit.
That's weird.
You got to speak when you think to get it on the big screen, Mike.
There you go.
Cheers, bro.
See that now?
That's weird, man.
I know.
It's got a lot of room to vent.
Yeah, I do find the 18650s don't last 5 minutes in the mod.
Yeah. What's the max wattage on that?
100.
You're never going to get 100 out of an 18650 though.
Nah.
Like, it might say it is, but...
Yeah, you're probably talking about 60, 65.
I always say about 75 out of a freshly charged one, however long that lasts, but...
Was that you, Michael?
Yeah,
it was me. I posted it in Mongol Army, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just posting in a few groups, trying to get a few people in here.
That's cool, that's cool. Technically, man, what would you say was better if you're still in? The Goblin V3 or the Goblin V2? Because, I mean, I fell in love with the Goblin V2. I really enjoyed that. I don't have it anymore, though. I gave it to someone. So I was thinking about buying the Goblin V2 again, but I don't know if I should just maybe go for the V3. What do you guys think about Smok's? Is it XE Big Baby Beast? I don't know. It's the one with the top airflow now. It's basically the Baby Beast or the Big Baby Beast with the top airflow. What do you think of that?
I've only got one thing to say to that. It's Smok.
There was a time when that actually meant something good. So, what do you mean?
I'm not a fan of Smok.
You're not? Oh, okay.
No.
To be honest, I mean, I loved Smok. I really did. I think when their new mod comes out, the one that was at the London Vape Show, the Majesty kit, I think because that's completely different to what they've done with the T-Priv, with is it the color one, the one with the shield and whatever else, because it's completely different and it looks really nice. It looks like a high-end mod, in all fairness. I think they're going to kind of, as long as it's good quality and things like that, I think they'll come back strong. I don't see them going out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Smok's here to stay. They're a popular mod because they're not badly priced.
Yeah, they're very affordable. They hit the specific markets that they need to hit. That's like the marketing strategy that they do.
They do. But I mean, just to be honest, all these mods that are coming out with these poxy Christmas tree type lights on them, what is the point?
To be honest, I love the T-Priv. I have to say, I do have it. I got it somewhere. I got T-Priv. I love the T-Priv. I really do. I love how chunky it is, and I love that transformer-looking face on it. But I think the Pro Color, that's it. I don't think the Pro Color needed to be made. I really don't. I think that's when it took it the step too far, in my opinion. I think at that point it was a bit, that's why I'm really excited for the Majesty kit, because it's not got the flashy lights. It comes in stabwood, I believe, or resin. Resin or carbon fiber effect. It's not actually carbon fiber. And it looks amazing. It looks completely different. It looks more high end. It looks, I think it's going to be the mod to have when it comes out.
I'd like them to bring something out that says to me, yeah, this is a decent mod. But when they're coming out with things like this new skull mod that they're doing,
I don't know if they're doing it. I think they were testing the water with that.
But I mean, you actually saw the picture of it, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't like it. No,
it looked like that child's toy that's come out called My First Vape.
Oh, that's a joke. That's not actually a toy. That's got to be a joke, surely, because I've seen that everywhere.
It's photoshopped anyway, isn't it?
So it's not real then, no?
No, definitely not.
No, okay, cool. I didn't think it was. I'll be honest. But the way Mike was talking, I thought he was about to say to me it was real, and I was about like, really?
No, but that's what it looks like.
I can't picture it. I can't picture it right now.
Hey, what's up, Nick?
Well, it looks like it's from Fisher Price.
Oh, what is up, Nick?
Oh, Nick, what's going on?
What's up, guys?
How the devil are you?
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Good. What's up? What's up?
We're just, well, Nick, if you don't mind, introduce yourself.
Sure. Well, I am Nick from Daily Vape TV on YouTube. I'm a Vape Finder official reviewer, just like the rest of these fine gentlemen in the room. I don't know what to say.
What are you vaping on?
I'm from America. I'm vaping currently. Let's see. I got a lot of stuff to talk about here. I don't know if you want me to hog up all the
No. Talk, man. Talk. We were just talking about Smok for a while.
Seriously.
Well, all right. So I got a few setups I'm running today. The Wismac Relo Gen 3.
Nice.
With Recoil Rebel. Ooh. Bump my mic. Recoil Rebel on top there. It's leaking like a crazy son of a bitch right now, but I overfill this thing. I just blur the juice down the middle like Grim Green, and it comes right up out the air holes. I need to turn all my mods on. That's how, like, I just got home from work. So,
what's the time there? What's the time?
It's 6 o'clock here.
Nice.
So, in there, I've got Nashi V2. It's a caramel pear.
Oh,
yeah, it's good.
Oh, sounds nice.
And let's see, I don't even know what I got for coils. Oh, this is Flatwire, actually. Flatwire from UK. That I did this build a couple weeks ago for Fresh Build Friday. Happy Fresh Build Friday, by the way.
I was going to say that was your Fresh Build Friday, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. So that's one. I have the D Pro Addy by Coil Art on top of the Squonk, yes, I know. You think all Americans love squonkers. I mean, personally, I don't care for it.
Really?
It's not really my thing, but this setup looks cool. This looks really cool.
It does. Do you know what? I've grown to like that full Ultem cap RDA. I've actually grown to really like the look of it.
It looks all right, but I think it's a bit overkill. Like, I'll take the Ultem tips, sure, but I like my top cap to stay, you know, like, I don't want it to melt. I know Ultem's supposed to be heat resistant, but it can melt if it gets hot enough.
If you put that build on, you done for Fresh Build Friday today.
These coils, yeah. These coils were included in the box, and it's really hot. Like, it's a hot build for this thing.
One of them in my local vape shop had the had that squonk box, and it's so light. It's so light. When I looked at it, I thought I was going to pick it up. I didn't realize it was completely resin like that. I thought it was going to be like, I don't know, like a sticker or something. But it's so light.
Yeah, it's completely resin, so it feels good though. I like the texture.
Yeah.
Which squonk was that? Sorry, I've been posting in groups. I just didn't listen to anything you said.
It's the Stentorian Vapor, the ones that made the AT7, the computer-looking one that I brought to the London Vape Show.
Oh,
It's by them. It's called the Ram.
Oh yes. I was looking at them. Nick done a little thing on one of them the other day. Vic, sorry, on YouTube done something. I was looking actually into getting one of them because at the minute I don't know. Like,
I'm in the same boat as you. I'm thinking the same thing. When I saw that one, that's the one I saw, and I was thinking about getting
all resin, and I've been looking at pure resin ones, and I don't know what it is. I just like, because with resin, there's no two boxes that are going to be the same.
Yeah, not quite.
Yeah, they'll be similar, but they'll be like individual, like one of a kind sort of thing, because
it has
resin's made.
It almost has like a rubbery texture. It's kind of weird.
It feels nice in the hand. It does feel nice in the hand.
Right. Then I've got this one. Oh yeah, Rig V3, full mech setup here. Rig V3 with this is called the Glock 24 on top. And that nice little. It comes with this gold flake tip too. That's not a double helix. It just comes with it.
Oh wow!
Fully auto.
Is it fully auto?
Locked on.
No, that would be the
on,
Glock
mate.
30. No, I'm just kidding. You know, I live in America, but I don't know a thing about guns, ironically. That's the build for today. That's the 19 gauge. This is, I really don't, I'm just showing it off to you guys because, I have it in my bag, but I really don't like using .08 all day. Like, it's not really my jam.
How many batteries would you have to go through if you did use it all day?
This is my second one today, and like I barely used it.
I'll put it this way, Vinny. I usually go for about 18 batteries a day.
What?
If I used it more, I would, but I barely touched the thing today. And in there, in the RAM, I don't even have my juice on me. Well, good thing I have a little bit left. It's a sherbet flavor. And in this one here, this is something new that I just got in. It's called Chewy Panda by Bake Up Bros and OPMH Project. It's like the end of a freeze pop. Do you guys have like freeze pops over there?
Yeah. And you kind of slurp the end of it.
Right, yeah. It's exactly like that, but I get a hint of green tea as well. But it's really good.
I love green tea. I love it.
I think like lime and green tea would really go together, but they do. They really do. So that I've been really enjoying that one. Then have you guys seen this one yet? I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
This is the F200 by Wismec and what is their other one? Sinuous Design. Yeah. I like it. I actually do like it a lot. It's almost dead right now, so I'm probably not going to be using it much, but the tank that comes with it isn't bad. I've been disappointed by tanks from Wismec for a while now, and this one isn't bad.
Do you know what I mean though? It just looks so identical to the Predator. I know it's made by Wismic, I get that and that, but it's just identical to the Predator.
Yeah, but I think this is basically the fixed Predator. Basically, they kind of just were like, okay, we'll fix a few things, call it something different, and then just sneak it under the radar. But I mean, obviously, us reviewers will catch on immediately. But the tank that comes with it, I like it. I actually do like it.
The tank looks really fat. It's like chunky. Is the tank heavy?
No, it's not heavy. It's short. It's funny because all these tanks are coming with the plugs in them, like the, TPD plugs, and this one came with a little rubber thing in the top. So it went from a 2 mil to a 4 mil the second I took that thing out. But yeah,
I was going to say it looks like a 2 mil for me.
Yeah.
There, it looked like a 2 mil.
But it's like probably 25 millimeters in diameter, if not maybe even a little bit bigger. It's pretty chunky.
Yeah, it does look quite beastly.
Fills out the whole top of that. And in there, I've got my own juice. Blaz. Raspberry watermelon, of course.
Plug it, brother. Plug it.
Hey, I'm going to try to get over there in the UK soon.
Well, we was talking about that today, I think, wasn't we?
27th,
Yeah,
28th, and 29th of October.
I know. I'll just ship some to Chris, and he'll sell it for me, or keep it all.
Yeah. What's going on? No Limits Vaping.
Oh, sorry. What's going on, Mike from No Limits? Evening.
Hey, Mike.
Thanks for the juice. I will be doing a little. Well, what we're going to do, Mike, is we're going to wait for the other two reviewers to get their stuff, and we're going to do a live stream review on YouTube, and we're going to see how that pans out for you. So yeah,
dude, we might be doing that live on my channel in not this Sunday, next Sunday, when we were going to review some of your juices. Mark, isn't it?
Mike,
sorry, Mike. Jay, you confused me, dude. You said Mark first off.
I confuse myself sometimes, Mike. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
But what was that event like, Nick? Was it ECC?
ECC, I didn't go to that one, unfortunately. From what I heard, it was good. The spirit here in America has been lifted. Last year, like after the August 8th date hit, like shows and trade shows and everything just went downhill quick. Like it was pretty abysmal. Like the attendance, the vendors, like not wanting to even invest their money into the American market. Everyone just kind of went all over the world.
See, that's what I thought was going to happen with the TPD when it hit here. I thought we were going to be like left in the lurch.
But if you guys think we've got it bad, what about Canada with their policy S5 or whatever it is that they've got coming out? They're not allowed. They've shut all online stalls down. That all the vape shops have got to be covered. You can't see inside them. They're not allowed to do testers and like when you go into the shop and all that. I was watching a clip on someone posted it somewhere, and I watched a little video thing on it. It's just unbelievable how bad they've got it in Canada.
I mean, there's some countries that have banned vaping outright.
Yeah.
Completely banned, and that's just crazy to me. But that's the kind of thing where they'll ban it and then they'll relax on it over time. So like 5 years from the initial ban, they'll like let up a little bit, and all of a sudden that market just explodes.
But what they're doing, they probably ban it and they put a net over it, and they're working out ways how the actual government can make money from it before they bring it back in again. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
To put everything into place, so when it comes into place, the market will explode, but they'll also be having like loads of money coming in to the government, whoever it is doing,
Haven't Australia banned it totally? Tetley Man wants to know. I don't know if they banned it totally. I think it's just really strict down there, isn't it?
I think what it is
Australia
you can't
have not
buy.
banned it at all.
Right, but they did have, I believe, restriction on nicotine liquid, so you can't sell nicotine liquid outright. Well, until recently, they lifted that relatively recently.
The tongue twister.
The New Zealand was the one that banned it outright for a while too, and then they recently kind of have taken that back a little bit as well.
Right, so I've just pulled up a little post, and just off the bat, many countries such as Brazil, Singapore, the Seychelles, Uruguay, and Norway have actually banned electronic cigarettes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Totally. And then there's a bit here, it says, in Canada, they are technically illegal to sell, as nicotine-containing e-liquids is approved by Health Canada, but is generally unenforced. Oh, so it's unenforced, so they can still sell it, but it's actually illegal to sell.
Yeah.
So that, to me, doesn't make any sense. That just goes straight over my head. I don't think I'm intelligent enough for that.
Well, that's the same deal with a lot of things in the United States. It's basically like, okay, well, you can't come out with new products, but people are doing so anyways and dealing with the repercussions, which are basically none at this point because there's no enforcement. There's no money to enforce it, you know?
Yeah.
There's no way to actually moderate it on a big scale like what it's happening on.
Right.
They haven't got the resources.
Something I was reading the other day. I think it was about someone going to Thailand and whether they can vape, and someone else was saying that he posted an article up, and the article was saying that if you get caught vaping in Thailand, you can go down for 10 years.
No
way.
What I heard,
10 years in prison.
what I heard was he brought some e-cigs there. I'm not sure if it was like a bulk amount or if it was just for his own personal use, but it was so many that the government said he was intending to sell them, which is very much illegal.
So it's like drugs, I guess. If you've got well, obviously it's illegal there. I'm sure you get chucked in jail straight away. But if you've got a little bit, it's personal use. If you've got a little bit more, then it's seen as distributing and stuff like that. It's taken more seriously or taken to another level.
Yeah.
But it all depends on who's arresting.
Mike's just said Thailand airport, take all vaping stuff off of you.
Well, as long as they put it in a locker, well, I'm not ever going to Thailand, but if I did, as long as they put it in a locker so I could collect it on the way back out of the country, I think I'd have to just...
it goes into a bin, dude.
Yeah. The bin is called the Screw's Pocket.
Yeah. And you go into their restroom, it's all vaped out in there.
Yeah.
But the guy was put in jail over the weekend, not allowed to call his lawyer, not allowed to call anyone. And even when he did contact people, they basically said he's kind of like screwed because the government over there, the police are controlled by the government, and the government is corrupt. So, I mean, it's like, you never know if they're going to let you go, if they're going to throw you in jail, if you're going to get a court date even or anything,
Wow.
Just scary.
It makes you scared to go to certain countries when you hear, I mean, I'm sure these are like horror stories. I'm sure they're like once in a blue moon or something like that, but it makes you scared to go, I find. Like I remember years ago, someone I know went to Dubai, and from what I heard, they got drunk on the plane, stepped off, and they got arrested or something like that. And I don't know how true that was. I heard it from a friend. It was about someone, and it just put that in my mind. And I was like, well, I don't ever want to go there just in case.
It's a totally dry country, so you're not right. So I've been to Dubai a couple of times. So where it's
I said they actually let you out again.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so it's a totally dry country because of religious reasons and other reasons that they've got going on in there. So the only places you can actually drink is like hotels where there's a specific like club like at the top level of an hotel, and that's the only place you can drink. You cannot drink anywhere else. Like it's just really crazy over there.
Do like obviously tourists, like women tourists, for instance, do they have? I mean, obviously, when you go somewhere, you should respect cultures and things like that. But are they forced to wear, like cover up, like their women do? Are they forced to do
not
that?
like they're women, but you're expected to cover up reasonably, so you're not showing
Yeah, so you're respecting, I suppose, their culture and such.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, going to a place like that, I'm sure it's lovely, and I know people that have gone, and it's really, really, it looks beautiful and that. But it's something you have to research before you go. You've got to know these customs.
Damn right.
You know, you've got to really be clued up, because you might end up insulting someone without the intention of insulting someone, and it just go crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Like, it's just you've got to do the research, like, because you just cannot be too sure nowadays. Like,
It's just crazy, isn't it?
silence in the room.
I was going to say, Nick, I know a lot of Americans, I've got a lot of family out in America, but a lot of Americans don't even have passports, because you don't need to leave your country because it's so massive and there's so many, like, is that true? Do a lot of Americans not have passports?
Yes.
To other countries?
Yeah. A lot of Americans don't have passports. I mean, for a number of reasons, really. Not only because, you know, the country is so large that it's hard to see all of the country as it is, nevertheless, other countries, but also it's expensive. It's extremely expensive to travel abroad. You know, I mean, my trip for London Vape Show cost, you know, $1,500 US, which is, you know, a lot of money. It was not
definitely.
And, you know, that kind of expendable income is hard to come by over here, you know.
Yeah, no, because I was looking to I always wanted to go to Japan, and I was looking to do that, but it's not even the hotels. The hotels are actually reasonably priced, but the flights, wow, the flights are so expensive. A holiday just for myself looking like about 15 grand, something like that.
Ooh. That's crazy.
Telly man,
no comment to that one, Telly man.
Telly man, yeah, no, I know what you're saying, dude. I'm always that sort of person. I'd like to treat others how I'd like to be treated, and I don't know, it's how I was raised, but I understand what you're saying, dude.
Well said, brother. Well said.
I was so like nervous going over there to London. I was like, I don't want to like be that token American guy that's over here like stepping on other people's toes. I'm like, just like, okay, stay quiet and get in line.
We do like to queue in this country. We do like to queue.
No. Let's have it right. We don't like to queue, but we've got no poxy choice. I hate queues.
Do you know what I love though? I really love it. We're not talking about vaping, but when I go into McDonald's and there's 5 cashiers, but just one queue, one massive queue, and I'm thinking, I've always just gone up to just one cashier. I've never stepped in that big queue.
Yeah, I don't step in that queue. I just bowl straight to the front. Right, if you're available, you're taking my order. Thank you very much.
And I've done that. And then the manager goes, yeah, can everyone just queue up in the separate queues, please? And I was like, oh, really well done for making me feel awkward. I didn't even realise.
You was the one with common sense. You see it open till and you went to it.
Yeah, but I got some looks when I turned around with my food afterwards. I was like, "Oh God, can I get a take away, please?"
Yeah, I guess that was a takeaway. That I was about to say that. I've moved from that. Now I'm on my mech mod, so I've gone from. I think my coil's gone in that now. In my EXO. Funny enough, you should say something about coils. Vinny, you think you've jinxed it? Thanks. But,
at least it didn't melt this time.
Yeah. So now I'm on my Ali Mongrel with my Apocalypse RDA on top, with my flat 60 flat wire build in there.
Yeah, Apocalypse.
0.0
Apocalypse.
This is coming in at 0.074. Is a very hot build. Like, I don't promote people doing this sort of stuff, but I'm experienced. I know what I'm doing. I know when to put it down, and I know what's what. So I like a hot vape. This is banging. And at the moment, I'm trying this No Limits lime slush, and it is amazing. I've just got to say.
You'd think a slush would be better on a cooler vape.
Does it have culotta in it though?
No, it don't.
That's probably why you like it.
Yeah, probably so.
I've got to say, I love a nice bit of Coolada. I love Nasty Juice Low Mint range. Honestly, is the one.
Yeah, like,
Devil Tooth is amazing.
It's got to be the low stuff. Do you know what? I think I've got some here. Saying that.
Dude, you could open up your own vape shop with all that stuff there, because I'm assuming that's all brand new stuff as well.
Yeah, this is all review gear. Behind this thing here, all that is actually all review stuff. Literally.
I've still got to review the bear liquids. Oh God.
Do you know what? So have I. Like,
I feel so bad I've not done it yet.
it's funny you should say that.
Hopefully Tom's not watching.
Yeah, hopefully. I think he ain't got a phone anyway. He lost it in Tenerife. So yeah, I've got some nasty drews. I've got Trap Queen, Grape Ape, no, Green Ape, sorry, and
it's the new range.
So is this the new stuff? Is it all low mint though?
Yeah, it's the new. That is the 3 new flavors they released at Vape Jam.
Oh.
They offered me that to review when I went there on Vape Jam, and I turned it down because all they had left was 0 milligrams of nicotine, and I want nicotine.
Yeah, it's all low mint as well.
What was the flavour ranges that we were doing when you started yakking, Jay?
What? When?
At the London Vape Show. When we were doing the judging. There was one that made you heave big time.
Oh, but I don't know the name of it, and I wouldn't like to say the name of it, but it was a tobacco one.
It was backy one, yeah. Okay.
Wasn't bad.
Well, it wasn't bloody good.
I've got a whole range of tobacco actually, and they're really cool. They come in this like wooden little crate thing with like fake hay, and they look like Jack Daniel's bottles. They're all tobacco, man. I'm excited. I can't remember where I left them though.
See, that's what I want to find. A proper Jack Daniel's flavoured vape.
Oh gosh.
Someone I know used to make homebrew made a Jack and Coke.
Actually, I made a whiskey and coke once when I done homebrew.
Oh,
Yes, I did.
you're on the Jewel. You're on the pods.
It was fucking
I was going to say, Jay,
yeah.
Jewel life, bro.
Mine's in the house.
Well, that's no good.
I only use it when I'm at work just to get that fix.
And it gets you there, right?
Mate,
I'm gonna have to buy one of them.
Like I said, I've hacked the pods and I put the nicotine salts in there from Elements, and it's really good in there. Really good. Nice tight draw, and it hits the spot.
Can you even get the pods over there at all?
No.
Ah,
So I'm going to be hitting you up soon.
I was going to say, yeah, just let me know. I'll send some over.
I don't want none of that tobacco, and I'm not too sure on the creme brulee, so it might just have to be the mango ones.
Mango or mint?
Mint's nice.
I might try the mint, yeah.
Mint's good because it's kind of mellow. It's not a full mint. It's not a full menthol. It's just a nice blend of the two.
Nice.
That's like the most popular. Mango is really popular. I've got mango right now, and it's banging. It's good.
It's a bit of kit. I do like it.
But I'm on auto ship, so it sends it every month automatically.
Oh God, that's wicked. That's like a fine wine thing. We get that every month.
He puts it in his vape cellar.
But I've been using this one though. This is the Fix. So I've been using this one and for like 3 weeks or so, and I have a huge stash of pods now for the Jewel. I have 5 boxes of mint and 3 boxes of mango, which is that would last me months.
Nice.
So, and I have to maybe I'll cancel my next month's subscription or something because I don't need any more pods right now. Or I can just send you some of my stash.
You don't want that nicotine going bad.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, go on. I'll hit you up and I'll.
Yeah, we'll talk.
For it.
What are you drinking? Is it Coke or is it? I thought it was Guinness first off.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
That's beer, my friend. That's beer.
That is some dark beer.
This is it's called Troganator.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
ale, right?
yeah, it's an ale,
Yeah, I love
8.2%. It's
I love ale.
double Bach,
It's what percent?
8.2.
Oh, nice.
This is the light one for tonight. I've got an 11% in the fridge. A 750 ml bottle, big bottle.
Oh, dude.
Right, guys.
Let me just check flights to America quickly.
Guys, whoever's watching, hit us up in the comments box. Ask us some questions. Let's get a little bit of interaction going between us and news, and And Nick, also, I've made you a moderator on the feed. So if you want to put your links into your stuff, by all means, type your links in. Let people click and sub and all that to you.
Well then,
Yeah, so Nick, actually, while we're waiting for comments to come in and you're typing that, I might have a juice line coming out soon.
Really?
Yeah, I'm getting it made in America as well.
Really?
Yeah. All being well. It's hush hush at the minute, but yeah, I'll have 3 flavors to start off with.
Good. Yeah.
Are you allowed to tell us what the flavors are yet?
No, not yet. I want to surprise you guys. I want to surprise your expo because hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have the samples by expo because I need to let them out to people and that. But I'll definitely let you guys try it. I'm excited. Apparently, they're going. The testing's being done. They've gone through 2 lots of testing, and each time once they've tweaked the recipe, they've scored better and better, which is obviously what I want. I want them to be perfect. So when they send the samples out, that might not be the original. That might not be the final verdict because then I'll try it and I'll tell them what I think. But yeah, man, really excited for that.
Even if you think it's a load of poo and it's not like what you're thinking, like we still got to try it.
No. Of course, I'll still let you try it. At that point, you know, my investors, so to speak, hopefully it should be more off the ground.
Very nice.
Nice.
So no limits, vaping limited. Mike, rather, what's your favorite mod mech that you have ever owned or used? That's a tricky one, that is.
That's my favourite mech, which is my custom alley mongrel.
Well,
Do you have a favourite regulated? Do you have a favourite regulated, Mike?
No, not yet.
Okay.
He'll let you know.
Yeah, when I find the right one that I want to stick with, I'll let you know.
So my favourite, I would say it is. I don't know. I never class it as a fully regulated mod, but I believe it is anyway. It's probably the Hexon 3.
Yeah.
And then my favourite mech of all time, 100%, has got to be the unmarked rig pig I got from James himself.
You know,
it's got to be that, man.
keep shoving that in my face.
Nice.
Well, if you ever reply back to my Marco Polos, show me some love.
Did you message me?
No, I haven't. I've stopped messaging you. I danced in a supermarket for you.
I saw that one. I haven't been on in days. I've been slacking. I've been busy.
So my favourite mech is, well, it's got to be the alley mongrel at the moment. I have got the copper and the brass, but I don't know why. I just love the way that this one is. It's nice. Regulated, I think at the moment it's got to be my Minikin V2 because I use it all day, every day. I just find that it performs really well. Like there was a big hype, like when the Snowwolf 200 came out, and it was a really nice, smart, sleek-looking regulated mod. It felt all right. It was decent sized and weight, and I really wanted one. So when I first started doing the vape reviews, I had a sponsor, and they give me one as a present, like, and it was really good. I used it, but there was only one downside with it. When the batteries got to 50% and like below, it just wouldn't hit like as good as what it should be on a regulated mod. It wasn't regulating the voltage properly, so unfortunately that went up on the shelf and I never used it again.
What about you, Nick? What's your favourite mech / reg mod?
I hate to say this, but I'm gonna have to go with your choices here. You know, I wanted to get in before you because I figured you're gonna have similar taste, but XV3 for regulated. It's
Great
just
minds think alike.
It's a solid piece of kit, you know. It's gonna last me forever. It hits really hard, does everything I want it to do and nothing more. So that's why I go with the Hex. For mech, anything rig, basically, like pretty much anything rig. I really love my rig pig. Like again, that's nice, solid, you know, mod. I can throw it across the room and it's gonna break the wall before it, you know, actually breaks itself. So the rig pig, man, I'm gonna go with Mr. Vaping Lots choices here. I agree 100% right there.
High five that, dude.
So with the Exome, did they do an Exome 2.1?
Yeah, they done the original, then a V2, then a V2.1, and then the 3.
So I actually had a V2.1 from Suicide Bunny.
Okay, you know what? You should. Have you still got that?
No, they gave it me, and it was a giveaway.
Oh, dude.
Someone actually won it on one of my live streams, and it was a limited edition Mother's Milk one, and it was it was actually given to me by Pip herself.
Dude. I love Pip, man. I love Pip. She's awesome.
She's a firecracker.
Yeah.
Tell you, man, I usually do about 20 mil a day.
Sorry, no limits. What was that? Cheers. Sorry, Tetty Man, rather. Yeah, I'll probably say about 15, 20 mil, something like that.
I can go as much as 30, 40 mil, but yeah, averagely about 15, 20 mil a day.
About the same. I mean, it depends. Weekends or when I'm drinking. Just like, you know, cigarettes, though. You know what I mean? Like with cigarettes, I'd smoke more than I would smoke when I was drinking or out on the weekends. Whereas now I vape more when I'm drinking, you know? So weekdays, 15, 20 mil. Weekends, 20, 30 mil. Pretty much.
I think we all understand that, man. What about you, Teddy Man? How much do you? And no limits, Mike. What's your favourite mech and reg?
Actually, saying that, I am liking my custom beast mod though. This
Color change.
Yeah, it does actually color change from green to like a light green. It's really good, and it's got my logo on it. I love it. It's sweet. It is a series mod. It has got internal wires in there, so I don't think they class it as a true mech, but it hits like a fucking train. And on the top of this, I've got my Horizon Tech RDTA with a 0.4 Clapton coil build in there, and it's just so nice. I love it.
I do. That's why I love the series, because there's absolutely nothing out there mech-wise that hits like a series. Nothing.
No, you're right. You're right.
There's one mod out there that I still want to try, but I just cannot warrant the price of it.
Hammer of God?
No. It's made by a company called Chalet MFG. They make two mods. One's mechanical, which is lipo mechanical, and the other one's partially regulated, where it's got the potentiometer on it. So you got the Berserker and you got the Kraken, but they're both over £200.
And you can't warrant the price. I swear you spent like £200 on a tube, didn't you? You said the other day.
Yeah, but I also said I wouldn't spend that again.
It might be worth it. It might be worth it.
Yeah, it might be. But you know what? I actually want a lipo just to say that I've got one, and I can, just because.
I think I was going to buy the Tug Life 250 DNA because that's got a built-in lipo, hasn't it?
They hit like fucking trains.
What, the Tug Life one?
Just lipos in general. They're just so crazy.
If you're going lipo, I would say go potentiometer over like a DNA board.
Definitely.
Because the DNA board's just going to hit just as good as anything else, but it's going to, the regulations on it will be better.
Yeah.
With a potentiometer, that's where you get it to hit like nothing else.
Yeah, because like obviously it's not like with the potentiometer, it's not like it does work in watts, but it doesn't. It just works. That's more or less percentage of the power of the battery going to it. Obviously, right. it equates to like wattage, but mate, yeah, 50%, bang, whack that shit up.
See, I always thought potentiometer's done it in volts.
It does and it doesn't. I mean, it's relative to volts, if that makes any sense. So basically, you have two batteries in a hexohm, right? And you take the total voltage of both of those batteries, and that's kind of like that would be like an unregulated parallel box. If you used both at the same time, that it's series. If you used okay, it's so hard to explain parallel versus series, but
Oh no, I know.
okay.
I was going to just let you carry on. That's all.
Well, all right. So bottom line is, it's the same deal with a LiPo battery with the potentiometer. It does have a board. It has a chip in there. Anything with a potentiometer will have a chip that regulates the power somewhat. Basically, it's turning it down from full power. Yeah. So it's like, okay, you can use 100%, which is using the full power of the battery, and then turning it down reduces that amount, but it's limited to the full power of the battery.
Right. Yeah. So the potentiometer effectively is an adjustable resistor where you can actually adjust the resistance, which is the current flow going through from the battery to your coils.
I'd explain it like opening a tap up fully or closing it off slightly.
Pretty much.
Flow of water.
Well, it's like, yeah, it's basically like, at 100%, it's wide open, and then you slowly close it off the more you go towards, 0. But even at 0 on a hexohm, it still hits. It's basically the power of one of the two batteries instead of both of them.
So, No Limits has commented, aha, I haven't put my beast mod down either. As Jay said, it's like a train and the battery life is amazing. And then he says, as for regulated, I can't knock my RX DNA 200. I've dropped it 1,000 times and it just keeps going and going.
Tetley Man also said, juice a day varies. I use my limitless pulse a lot in the day and the juice in the last forever.
Sorry, I did miss that one out. I do apologise, Tetley Man.
No, that's cool. No, that's just why I read it out. What juice do you have in the limitless pulse, dude?
So with your Nick salts over there, with your the Element guys, right? They make Nick salt.
Yeah,
we've got someone called Dr. Salts here, which is like Nick salts.
It's still maximum of 20 milligram, though, right?
Yeah.
That's a tough. That's a tough one because we have the 45 milligram and 50 milligram salts over here, so that is what gets you the good hit.
I was talking to someone and he puts his 20 milligrams Nick salts in his Colito.
No way.
Yeah, he said it's smooth. He said if you chain vape it like 3 or 4 times, then yeah, you're gonna get a head rush. But he said it's still quite smooth.
Bean?
No. It's a guy from a vape shop. One of my locals.
Tetley Man says he's been using the Dr. Salt stuff. He hasn't tried the Elements one yet.
The Elements one's really nice, actually, for what it is. Like, obviously, I've been using it. I've got the Nautilus X tank, which I use as a mouth to lung for my Nick salts in there, and it works really, really well. Obviously, with it being mouth to lung, it is really tight on the draw, and then everybody knows how mouth to lung works. So you take a nice, long, slow draw. Inhale it, do that a few times, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm good now. Yeah, I'll put that away.
Well, No Limits. Mike's just saying that he done a live review of the full Elements Nick range on a dripper.
No way.
Crazy.
It's smooth, man.
It knocked me for 6.
I guess if you're reviewing the juices, 100%, because it's not like when I review juices, I don't normally get my mod and just vape. Like I do when I'm doing my reviews. So obviously, yeah, maybe I might try actually.
Don't do it.
I might do it live.
Yeah, then you'll pass out for half an hour. You'll wake up, be like, "Ooh, where am I?"
Maybe that would make an interesting show.
Your viewers have found your geolocation and called the ambulance for you. Tetley Man says, I really like the Nautilus X for mouth to lung. It is a nice little mouth to lung tank, but I am using it as mouth to lung at the moment. But I've got the Quad Flex Survival Kit, so when my Squonker comes within the next week or so, I'm going to convert it to a BF dripper. So just till I buy one. So,
all right. So No Limits, Mike, right? 2-3 hits per flavor. They're really smooth, even on a dripper. Now, what resistance coils are you using?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. That's really
That's
good.
what I want to know.
And what coils, actually? Is it like a Clapton that you use in Aliens? Is it Juggernauts? Hopefully not.
And Tetley Man says, to be honest, doing that in a dripper would get you off the SIGs pronto.
About a week, probably, yeah.
It'd take you off your legs pronto, I know, I reckon. I remember the first time I tried that Juul when was at the pub. No, was we at the pub? Or was we... Anyway.
I think we were, yeah.
Yeah, outside the pub, yeah, outside the venue. So
Everything happens at the pub.
I was really intrigued. Like, I see Nick, the big, massive vapor, like, blowing, ripping fat clouds all day, and then he pulls out this little, sliding down, like, bro, what is that? Like, and here, have a go. And I hit it, man. I had to hold on to him, like, because it made me unstable. I was like, wait, take that back a minute.
You loved it, though. You guys all loved it. I love that. That was hilarious.
On the last night, on the Sunday, when me and you, Nick, went to Tom's hotel, we were sitting in that chill-out room just using that the whole time until the batteries ran out.
I know, we killed it.
What is the MAR rating in that?
Like 200. It's 200 milliamp for this little thing.
Oh, bless it.
Right. That's why I like the Fix a little bit more, because it's like I think it's like 350, I want to say, and it's like a little bit longer lasting, but there's no indication that it's dying. So it's just like it'll hit, a little bit weaker hit, and then just done.
That's one thing I like with the Juul, like when you do your fancy little, as if you're tapping the ash off the cigarette, like, and it shows the color of the LED to indicate what level the battery's on.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, go on, show us. You got to speak when you do it, so you're on the big.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Here it is. Da da. Did it do it? I can't tell.
Yeah,
wait.
It did. It done it.
It did. You're on green, by the way.
Good. I have my charger plugged into my computer, so I can always just throw it on there too. I was so mad. I was so mad because I forgot. I have a big ass power brick, like one of those like phone charger, like portable phone charger things. And I meant to bring it to London with me, and that's the one thing that I forgot.
I remember you telling me, you kept saying it that night.
One thing. And I could have just plugged the Juul into that thing, and it would have been fine. But next time, I will remember.
What's going on? RB Cloud Vaping. You know the guys you met us all at the London Vape Show. I would go in.
Yeah, but their message hasn't come up.
Yeah, well, the spam bots took him out. So basically, he's put evening lads with a thumb and some clouds and night botters.
Oh, because he. And that Nightbot is a picky mistress.
I think I better go and turn that shite off, and I.
Hang tight, RB Cloud Vaping.
We don't need it right now. I've turned it off, so you're all good. Go. As long as you know, post no links to, like, I don't know.
I don't think only we can post links because we're moderators. No Pornhub, Nick.
Yeah. RedTube and all that. I know you're into all that gear.
I don't know. Talk to Mike, man. He's got some weird stuff.
Oh, yes. No, I do draw the line at Animal Farm, though.
I don't even want to ask what that is, to be honest.
You're
too young.
I don't want to ask. That's why I said, don't tell me.
You never heard of Animal Farm?
Don't. Let's not get into this.
No, we're not. But what I'm saying is, you've never heard of it.
I swear it's like a kids show or something. Like I remember my childhood.
We're diversing now. I'll let Mike explain to you in DM. Like, you can sort that out between.
I'm good. Mike, don't explain.
All I'm going to say is it involves horses and chickens.
Oh, God.
Dude, no,
all right. We're going to get kicked off of air.
Probably. I didn't know that could happen, but probably.
Right, anyway. So Mike put there was 0.2 Claptons on the Smock Alien at 80 watts. So it was quite, like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a.
That's like decent, yeah.
How did you take 2 to 3 hits? Come on, that's crazy. Is there
I've got,
proof?
I've got some here. Shall I try it?
Yeah, do it.
Let me go and get it from the house then.
Sorry, 1 second. Sound more caring. If you want to.
Everyone wants to just see Jay pass out. Just
Yeah, pretty much. I'll be Cloud Vape. You still in? You still on? Let us know in the chat, dude.
Go to the house and fetch it.
Okay.
grab your jewel too.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago when Manbag, another one of Jay's admins, stuck. I think it was an 18 mil nick shot straight on his coils on his RDA on a live stream, and he proper hit that up. He was fucked.
That is just not right.
That's
what I'm saying. Like, Dean and I had a conversation at London Vape Show about nick shots because I was still kind of new to the whole thing. And my whole point was, wouldn't you think a bottle of 20 milligram is more dangerous than a 60 mil of 3 milligram?
Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I've always said that. I think the reason the government or an excuse what they used to limit us to 10 mil is that if a kid gets hold of it, you know, it's not as dangerous or something like that. Number one, why are you leaving it around for a kid to get hold of? And number two, this little thing is a lot easier to lose than say this, you know, than say a bigger bottle. It's hard to lose this, you know. But yeah, it's just one of them things, isn't it? Yeah, I'll be Klavik. I'm good, dude. How are you? How are you doing, dude?
I'll bet, Mike. I'll bet. Nice head spin after 20 seconds after second puff.
That's when you cut the camera real quick. Unless it's live. If it's live, then more power to you. Like,
Yeah, well done.
Well done.
Oh, Nick, man, you're making me want to drink a beer, dude. I've got some beer downstairs, but I'm not.
It's beer o'clock, man.
I know. I'm training though. I'm doing a charity boxing match for cancer research, so I've got to get in shape.
Ooh. Get in shape. Oh, good luck with that.
When is it you're doing the boxing, really?
It's the 10th of December. I'm going to make a video of all the information in, to be honest, because it's going to be just easier like that. And and I mean, I've asked these guys, Nick, if when I make the video, if I drop you the link to the video, if you wouldn't mind maybe mentioning it in one of your videos or vlogs or something like that, it's because I'm trying to raise money through Just Giving. Because the way they do it, if they get money by selling tickets to the event, but I don't think I'm going to be able to sell that many tickets. So I'd rather just do a Just Giving page where I can try and raise money that way and give money.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'll share it around. Weird enough, my blog has over 15,000 followers. How that happened, I will never know, but
I remember you telling me.
you'll have exposure to, you know, all my subs, all my subscribers, all my followers on Instagram, and my piddly amount on Facebook and Twitter.
But to be honest, I mean, I set the amount I want to raise at 2,500. Now that I know that's a big figure, and I don't see myself raising it. But I thought with YouTube, I thought maybe I can get the word out, and because it's for a good cause, you know, I love to. It's more money than I would be able to raise without YouTube, if that makes sense. I don't see myself hitting that target, but you know, I'd love to be able to help
Put
out.
yourself down, really, mate. You'll surprise yourself, mate.
When you post on Instagram, tag Grim Green in it, because he's done it before with, I think Chris had a hand in the girl that wanted to go to Disneyland, I believe.
Yeah, I donated that. I dropped that in my video as well, because bless her, she did go to Disneyland. You know, God bless. But yeah, I think Chris told me that Grim did mention it or something like that.
He did, yeah. I remember seeing that in one of his vlogs. So, You know, he's a good dude. You know, he really cares about people, and he's definitely has a soft spot. You know, when it comes to charity. So definitely tag him.
Oh, I will. Thank you for that, man. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. But I'd love to be able to raise a decent amount of money. You know, I really would. Because the second someone said, they mentioned, you know, that it was a friend of mine. Basically, they said, I'm doing this boxing match thing. I was, oh, okay. He goes, oh, it's for charity, it's for cancer research. I was like, what's the link? You know, put me down for it. I'm not a boxer. I like the sport. I like watching it from the comfort of my own couch where I don't get punched. But I never do. I've never done it, so I'm nervous for that. So I thought, you know, let me just get in some sort of decent shape. You know, as long as I can make it through the round, I'm fine.
RB says, where is the boxing?
Oh, it's all around the UK, but the one I'm doing on the 10th of December is at Brands Hatch Place. It comes under Dartford apparently, but it's a Brands Hatch Place. Yeah, I think tickets are only £21.90, and I think if you want a whole table, it's about £380. But I believe at least all the majority of profits from the tickets sold for the seats goes to charity. That's another reason why I want to do a Just Giving, so all the profits go to the charity, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hi guys.
Oh, he's back. We weren't talking about you, Jay. Don't worry. You haven't got to watch it back either.
That's my jewel. It's on charging.
See, that was what I was going to do.
Booster. I thought it was a Wi-Fi booster.
It looks like one, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
With that light, it really does.
No, you definitely have to let us know what the link is, Vinny.
I will do, man. I want to get the page sorted. I want to get all the information sorted so I can make the video. And I just think I'll be able to explain it better with a video than I would writing it up. You know.
And tag me too in your post. Like, I don't get notifications. I don't sign up for notifications for anybody, but I try to, like, you know, pay attention to my Instagram as much as I can. But if you tag me, I will for sure see it. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. You know, I'm really excited to do this. I am really excited because I love doing things for charity, man. I love doing what I can.
Jay, you will love it. A nice head spin after 20 seconds or so on the second hit. Oh, great.
You're going to do it? You're going to drip?
Why not?
And RB also says, can you let him know when the tickets go on sale?
Yes, dude. I will let you know. I'll make the video for the Just Giving page, and then as I find out more on the dates when the tickets actually go up for sale for that particular event day, because they've got loads of different events on the website. When those tickets go live, I will let you know. Don't worry. But I've spoken to a couple of people, in all fairness, and they did say they want to buy some tickets to go. So, you know, that's quite cool. I was a bit hesitant. I was like, you know, you can donate the money. It's fine. You haven't got to come and watch me get beaten up.
I would pay good money to see that. I'm just saying.
I might get it recorded. I might get my little GoPro linked up somewhere. I'll have the.
Of course you will.
I'll have the backpack on in the ring with that little GoPro. And I'll edit out all the times I get hit.
Just get someone to, like, commentate on the whole fight too, like dub it.
Oh, he's down again. He's down again. Yep.
His eyes are crossed, and there's literally birds flying around the top of his head.
Yep, I think it's over, and that was a whole 8 seconds worth of the fight. Well done. Well done.
He held his own for that 8 seconds, though.
Yeah. And 5 of them seconds he stumbled. You can't wait to see it, RB Cloud Vape. Oh. I can. To be honest, I can.
Vaping, are you in the shop on Sunday?
The shop?
Yeah. So he's the reviewer people that we met. Can you remember?
No, I know him. I met him at Expo, man.
Yeah. So he lives literally up the road from me, and he works in a local vape shop.
Oh, okay. Yes, the vape shop with
the lips.
They've got big red lips. Yeah.
Big Juicy. Yeah.
That's it. Big Juicy.
So I actually know the owners of the shop.
Oh, la-di-da.
from a long time. Like, and he posted up that these were la-di-da, and then he's posted, and he wants LVC to go there and do a live stream collaboration from there.
Oh man, that's cool.
That'd be cool.
I feel really bad. To be honest, one of my subscribers actually asked me to come to a shop opening near him, but just it was the 1st of September, but it's just crazy with work because I've got time off. I had time off for the London Vape Show. I had time off for Vapor Expo in October when it comes around. I could not get any more time off, and I felt really bad.
Do I really want to be hitting this now then?
Do it.
Right, so I've got, I'm going to use that one. So I've got the Candy Punch one, and I've got Key Lime Cookie. I'm tending to lean to the Key Lime Cookie for a start, but like, what do you guys like? What are you wanting to see from this?
Votes in the chat box now.
Go through
I'm on a postcard, so then by the time I get them, I can prepare myself.
Go on, type them up, Jay, because I can't actually remember.
2 weeks later.
Yeah.
So, Vinny.
Yeah, man.
You were saying you were invited to a shop opening, right?
Yeah, I just felt really bad because I just I couldn't get the time off, and I felt really, really bad. But he like really wanted me to go for the opening. I wish I could have. I really do, because he's an awesome subscriber, really nice guy. I've spoke to him in emails and things like that, and he seems like a really, really nice person. I just could not get the time off.
So tell me, how long does it take, generally speaking, for you to get about, like, where are you in the country?
Well, I'm in Kent, so that's just outside of London, really.
Okay.
Because there's a train called a high-speed train. Because that train, I can be in central London in literally, no lie, 17 minutes. So in theory, I live closer to London than people in zones 6 of London, like closer to central London. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh.
Because I don't know. Your public transport system amazes me because we don't have that here at all. Like, you have to fly. If it's over 4 or 5 hour drive, like, it's worth just flying in America.
But what I love in America, I watch some like food vlog channel, and he'll say, "Oh yeah, I've only got this, like, you know, it's only an 8 hour drive to somewhere." And I'm thinking, wow, 8 hour drive in England, I would be in France probably.
You can do France in less than 8 hours. You can do France in, like, I don't know, an hour. Like, get on the tunnel. Like,
But you see what I'm saying?
it takes 12 hours to drive to Scotland.
Depends what part of Scotland.
The 12-hour part.
But that's just
say from London to Glasgow is 9 hours.
Just gonna.
What nic level is it? It's 20 milligrams, and it is nicotine salts. Any one of you going to the Fusion Expo thing next week on Saturday? No, I don't think I can.
I've not heard of that. Where's that?
In Brum somewhere, I think. I'm not sure. Is it Brum? Right, I'm going to hit this up. I'm going to hit it once and see what it says before I hit it again. What do you want now? Big healthy it, or just like little pansy it, or what?
No, go full throttle, man.
you have to do a full hit,
Whatever I can handle, though, yeah?
I guess. Ooh.
That is smooth as anything.
Get out.
I swear. Oh, my God.
Good night, Jay.
Whoa, mate.
It's smooth.
Oh my
Collapse.
God. Can you guys ever remember your first cigarette?
Yeah, man.
That's like that.
Yeah, that shaky feeling yet.
Makes me want to do it.
I know. Me too, but I haven't got it.
I'll just chain vape this.
Yeah. We'll come back to Nick and he's gone like green or something.
Mate. I can feel it like, oh, yeah, man. I don't need to vape for the rest of the show.
Oh, God.
I don't need to vape anymore.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm cool.
Get some zero, Nick, dude. Mike, Nottingham. To be honest, I didn't even hear about it, so chances are I'm not going to be there.
You wait till I speak to Macca.
Is that who's arranging it?
Nah, Macca's one of the LVC viewers. He lives in Nottingham.
Does he?
Yeah.
I thought he lived up further north than that.
No, he's Nottingham.
I've got some Dr. Salt's mad smooth. Mad how smooth it is. It is really smooth. I'm going to go for one more.
Oh, God. Jack.
Oh,
You look red, man.
It's amazing how smooth that is.
I mean, he's not coughing, so there's that.
Yeah, I know. I thought you'd be proper coughing it up.
That's crazy.
If I hit the jewel hard enough, I usually cough.
Yeah, I get a little cough off of that.
It's because it's mouth to lung.
Yeah, that's probably what gives you the rush, the lack of oxygen. I said that from the beginning.
Collapsing your lungs trying to save it down.
I think it's in Hucknall.
How many views have we got?
9.
We've got to share this.
Guys, we've got other viewers there. Hit us up in the comments box.
Are you simulcasting this, Jay?
No, it's just this is just Hangouts on YouTube.
I'm telling you, we got to do a simulcast to Facebook and YouTube.
What, to get more viewers?
All right. Let's get you up to a 500 subs, and you'll definitely get a bunch of viewers here.
Yeah, you like need to be sharing it out then. This
is good, and then you could do music and everything. Gotta be copyright free though.
Yeah. Otherwise, it won't play on mobile devices.
Does it not?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so we've got all Dave Apes.
What's going on, Dave? How you doing, dude? From Kent as well. I know you are, dude. I know you're literally you're in my back garden, man. Not literally in my back garden. That sounds weird. We're close. We live close to each other.
Camping out.
I'm sure we've crossed each other at some point. Saying that, Kent's not a small place. Kent's not a small place. You know, when I come across the bridge from Essex, we've got that sign, Kent, and it says, "Welcome to Kent, the Garden of England."
Nice.
Yeah.
I hate to mow that lawn.
I always read that in like the Queen's English. Welcome to Kent, the Garden of England. Or something, I don't know.
That's why I love your accent, Vinny, because it's very suave. No offense to you other guys, no.
Yeah, don't worry about them.
It's all right. We'll see how it is.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just because I've said to Nick that I love his accent so much.
We'll see what happens when I hit 50k subs.
Yeah.
Have you guys actually shared this out tonight?
I did. Check my page.
Okay, no worries.
I forgot, to be honest. I forgot.
And mine shares it to Twitter, I believe, if the Twitter sharing is still a thing.
Jay looks high as a kite. I fucking feel it. I really do.
Dude, you like after 200 samples?
Oh God, don't please. 4.5 hours.
Dave's in Tunbridge Wells.
Tunbridge Wells.
Royal Tunbridge Wells.
That's where all the hop farms are, isn't it?
I ain't got a clue on that one.
Yeah, that's where all the hop farms are.
I'm sharing it on my phone, by the way. That's why I'm not being very sociable. But when I click the little 3 dots on my phone, it gave me the option to unsubscribe to you, Jay. Finding out you've only just subscribed to me. I won't do it. Don't worry.
I ain't gonna live that down, am I?
I'll share it out. I'll share it out on my Facebook.
We got 10 up now. Hey.
It seems like a good vibe here. Yes. Oh yeah. So it seems like a good vibe in here, and yes, it's where all the hop farms are. I'm taking it. When you do this, you've got to like. It's weird because you've got so many conversations going on with different people. You've got to remember who you said what to. Sometimes I just sit there. I read a comment and I'm like, nah, I don't know what it is. Just remind me what you asked me again.
And it's the delay, though. It's like 4-second delay.
You've only got a 4-second delay. I must have God knows how many seconds. Then we'll give away, then all the fuckers will be in there.
Oh, wow, dude. You had everyone laughing just then, man. Well done.
Who wants a box for a hexome?
No, but I'll take the purple one.
I have nothing here. Like vape gear wise, I don't keep anything at the house.
Oh, yeah, of course, because you make all your videos at the shop, don't you?
Yeah. Who wants a broken jewel?
How did you break it?
That one? Okay, so I literally was vaping on my way to the airport, put it in my pocket, took my flight, landed in Florida, and took it out of my pocket, put the pot in, nothing. Completely dead.
Do you think the pressure of the plane? I don't know.
It shouldn't.
Oh, no, it shouldn't.
I mean, let's be honest. I flew to, well, I brought my jewel to London with me. Worked no problem. Don't know.
You probably got a dodgy one.
It happens.
Oh,
You all right over there, Vinny?
yeah. I need some water.
What's
Aim
that?
away
6
from the
milligram?
mic.
What's that?
What was that? 6 milligram?
No, it's free. I don't know. I'm thinking about those 200 juices, 4.5 hours. I'm getting them flashbacks, man.
Yeah.
Like Vietnam flashbacks, man. I've seen some stuff. I wouldn't recommend it.
That's the thing.
Does anyone else get that? Does anyone else watch Family Guy? And that clip from Family Guy, and he or something. I don't know if it's Family Guy or South Park. Is it? Oh, what is it? It's I've been places. I've seen stuff. I wouldn't recommend it.
There is a meme now.
That's it. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
meme.
It's like you could put anything in there, and it was like, oh, where did I see it? It was like a bunny or something, and like the bunny was having Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember where it's from now.
Or that cat that turns around on the YouTube video and he's like, and it's Vietnam flashback cat.
Yeah. I've seen that one. Yeah.
Do you know what I actually found cool?
What's that?
And I've got to get me some. Some of them acoustic tiles that you lot have got.
Oh, what, them things?
Yeah, I've got to get me some of them.
Oh, they're such a pain in the ass to stick up, man. I used double-sided tape. I'll show you. I used a whole roll of double-sided tape just because I didn't want to super glue them or anything. And they kept coming unstuck.
I use hot glue.
Oh, I have a hot glue gun. I didn't even think of it.
Hot glue, it works, but you literally cannot touch them. The second you touch it, it just comes unstuck.
I was making a review. I was doing an up-close review, and the next thing I knew, one of the tiles from the top just fell, and I was like, oh.
Take two.
Give away a real bag of shit. And Mike, what's your most treasured bit of vape kit? Dude, I'm gonna go back to.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the rig mod, man, the rig pig, because, I mean, the owner of it gave it to me, and I didn't expect it, man. The way he done it, it was just, I was blown away by it. You know, it's the most expensive thing. It's the most expensive piece of vape gear I have, but it's not the price. It's the fact that he just kind of gave it to me the way he did. You know, that was amazing.
I think mine has got to be my brass mongrel, is because my wife bought it for me Christmas last year.
Aww.
and I don't really use it that often. And when I do use it, people drop it.
Chris dropped it. I gave it to him. Okay, he held it.
Team effort.
What do you mean it's a team effort? I gave it to him.
I saw it happen. I blame Chris.
I do as well. Thank you. Thank you.
Chris, if you watch
such
this,
a hard
I'm sorry.
high five. Dave, thank you for saying I earned it, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, dude. But honestly, when I go to these things, I never expect anything for free. I was just so gobsmacked when he gave it to me. I'm going to stop talking about it because Nick gets a bit upset.
Yeah, don't upset the special guest from the other side of the pond. He won't want to join us again.
Not true. Not true. Mike, what's your most treasured piece of kit?
I would have to go with my custom Thor's hammer mod.
That's cool. I like that.
So one of my mates up in Wales made it for us, and funny enough, before I had it engraved with anything, he actually named it Thor's hammer. So I thought it was rude not to have it engraved with Thor and his hammer on the other side.
That's cool, man. Show us the other side again.
That's the Thor's hammer side.
It's Mjolnir. Is that what it's called? Mjolnir?
Mjolnir.
Ah, Mjolnir.
And then that's Thor.
I can see it now. Now I can see it. Yeah. Thor.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It's like the one that Jay's got, where it's got wires inside, so it's not a true mech, but it's unregulated.
The Beast mod.
Yeah, that's the one. Couldn't think of the name of it.
What's the? Oh, sorry, Nick. Yeah, you got to answer the question.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Yeah, I get it.
We all know that. It's your rig pig.
No, actually, my most treasured is probably. I don't want to sound like a fanboy, but I will say my my recoil, my original recoil, because that was the turning point when I became friends with Nick, with Grim Green. Is like I knew we were tight because he showed up to an expo that I was going to be at, and he's like, "Oh, hey, I brought you this. It's sold out everywhere." And he's like, "Hey, I saved you this one." And I'm just like, "Thank you."
That's awesome, man.
But yeah, I don't know. That was that's it has special meaning to me.
No, of course. I did know you was going to say that because you've told me that story before. I didn't think you was going to say the hex. I knew you was going to say the recoil, man.
So we've got another question there from Mike No Limits. What's the strangest vape accessory you've seen?
I'll
let you lot go first.
Yeah, can someone else go first?
Wait. I have to get a beer, so
okay, we won't answer until you come back.
Yeah, go on.
2 seconds.
I would have to say the strangest vape accessory I've ever seen has got to be those drip tips in the shape of a cock.
See, Mike, that was going to be.
You got in your top drawer.
Oh yeah.
I think that was going to be my answer as well, man. I've got to think of something else now.
It's like, what?
I've actually got my thing. I've actually got it here, and you're gonna love it. Vinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh no! Show me in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm breaking the rule. I'm eating.
Don't you dare slap the chops. I'll mute you.
Kick me.
I'm back.
So that question. Let's also open that out to the viewers as well. What is the strangest vape accessory you lot have seen? Hit it in the comments box. Well then, Nick, it's over to you.
Well, I did see a vape that came with its own vibrator.
Well, I think you've won that then.
I was going to say, I didn't want to go first, but yeah.
Not what you've invented.
I swear to God, I'll post a link if you want.
I actually want to see it, I'll be honest.
Hold on. Let me find a link and I'll show it to you. Hold on. Fuck, what was it called? Oh, can we swear? I forgot to ask.
We fucking can.
All right. I don't want you to get demonetized.
I've got to ask actually, why Nick's looking for it. Talking about getting demonetized. There's a YouTuber that I've watched occasionally, like not so much recently. Have you ever heard of him? Shoe Nice.
Yeah.
He got demonetized, didn't he? For I think it was licking dog poop.
He does a lot of like sick kind of challenge videos.
Yeah. But he's got over like 500,000 subs.
He drinks whole bottles of liquor.
That's it. Liquor slams. I think that's what made him famous.
Oh yeah, he eats bars of soap. All sorts of crazy stuff. Oh yeah, he's an animal. But there's a story behind it though. There's a really good video like on him, like a kind of a mini doc sort of thing. I think it's on YouTube.
I think it's the Vice documentary. I think he started eating weird stuff. Apparently, when he was a kid, there wasn't much money around. His dad left, so he would eat anything just to fill himself up or something like that. I think that's the backstory. But actually, I have an answer for that. So it's not just the penis drip tips that Mike stole my answer for. When I was at Vapor Expo, there was this mod that you could put wine in or alcohol, and you could vape it. And it weren't strong or anything like that, but you could vape it. And it reminded me of the time. You remember them shishas, the Turkish tobacco pipe thing with the wall trim? Mm-hmm. When I went camping with my brother, we bought that. But instead of filling it up with water, we filled it up with vodka. And it kind of reminded me of that. But this is years ago. This was like, God, how many years ago? And it reminded me of that. So, yeah, my answer is going to be the alcohol vape thing that I think Avenue 40 had.
So, Dave put in the comments, it's that motorbike handle mod that Mark Todd's got. That's crazy. I like that. I've seen that a few times.
I've never seen that, but I'm intrigued.
It's a motorbike handle. I can't. That nicotine's done something to me.
Sure.
It's a motorbike handle, but like where the brake lever is like the fire button.
But it doesn't actually fit onto the handlebars of a motorbike.
It's actual. I think it's a real motorbike handle bit converted or something like that. It's got a grip on it and everything.
That's pretty cool.
My weirdest bit of strangest bit of kit is this flashbang drip.
Oh, you got it.
I've got it. I got two, mate.
Oh man, I was going to buy one. I forgot.
Look at them.
What?
So this is actually a drip bottle that squirts out. You fill it full of juice somehow. Oh yeah, you take the top off. You put juice in the top. Screw it back on, and it don't spray out like a fine mist. It sort of like dribbles out, and you drip on top. And it's got like the proper little, what do you call it? It's even got a spring in it. So when you,
you don't carry the streets in this country.
No, well, definitely not in America. But when you pull the pin out, you just let it go, and then. Whew. But yeah,
maybe in Texas.
I've always wanted to go to Texas. I really have.
I'm going there in November.
Oh, dude, that's amazing. I'm jealous. I want to go.
I'd like to go to Alabama.
Oof, why? Down south there.
Yeah.
See them good old boys.
They know how to shoot guns.
Oh, they know how to shoot some guns down there in the south.
That's why I'd want to go there.
Fair enough.
Just up of it. Okay.
Now I can't find it, and you guys aren't going to believe me. I got a message. I got a DM actually about it, and actually, let me look there. I got a DM.
Tetley Man is saying he wants the link posted in the chat because he's asking for a friend.
All right, I
totally,
will.
dude. That's why we all want it as well.
There's a Chinese vendor hitting me up about it. Like, what do you think? Oh, there it is. There it is. I'm gonna post it real quick. I'm gonna post it on Imgur, and then I will post that link in the chat.
So Mike's now asking, what was your first ever mod? Well, I dare say it was probably the Cigalikes for everybody. Call that a mod.
I don't know. I always call them vape pens, ego pens, and stuff. So, okay, what was your first ever variable wattage, TC, voltage, whatever it was?
That there. That was mine. A Chinese version of a Vamo lava tube.
See, mine was the original Cool Fire 4.
And that piece of equipment there must be at least 5 years old. It's that old that the paint, well, the chromeness is worn away, and it's got like coppery looking color underneath. And on top of that, I had a Vivinova tank, 2.5 mil tank with the silica wicks that went from the top down into the bottom. In fact,
that was my first ever one as well. The silica wicks, man, they were wicked.
Because I'm a bit of a hoarder.
I've still got my first ever vape pen, which was a Flavor Ego pen. I've still got it, man. It's still got juice in as well.
Vape it.
It still fires. It's still got charge.
Go on, you got to vape it live. I done 20 mg. You've got to vape it.
I haven't got it here.
Oh yeah, convenient.
Convenient, yeah, it is. I want to vape that.
My first ever variable wattage was that VTR.
Oh, yeah.
Anakin VTR.
That's an expensive.
And then after that, I had the Cool Fire 2, the one that looks like a hand grenade.
Yeah, that got a lot of backlash. That did.
I wonder why.
Dave's was a E-Leaf 20. I remember the E-Leaf 20 watt, and then there was so much hype when the 40 come out, man. Oh, I remember that.
So
I remember someone telling me that there's no need for a 40 watt device. There's no need for it. I remember that.
Oh, of course.
That there was my first ever setup.
Oh, it's crazy. That's awesome.
You're a fucking wizard, Harry.
All right, see if you can click that link and if it shows it.
Yeah, I don't want to click on it now.
It's not spam.
Massive. When I stand it up, it's actually.
Oh wow! That's hilarious.
I'm not lying.
So the pink-looking object actually screws into the vape device instead of the tank. That is hilarious.
It's a 510 vibrator.
Hey, I swear I saw that in your bag at the London Vape Show.
Whoa!
No. It was blue, that one.
Oh.
Someone must have put it there.
That's hilarious, man. Yeah. Tom done it hoping for something a little bit extra afterwards.
Oh my word, that's not the most discreet extra. Oh, shit.
Does it really vibrate?
Well, only Nick can answer that one.
You know, if I said, "Hey, yeah, send me one," they probably would have, and I just wouldn't even know what to do with myself. I could not take that review seriously. Bottom line,
you probably would have adapted it somehow, so you actually vaped through the end of it, wouldn't you?
Oh, don't.
Yeah, that one was posted on MechLife a little while ago.
I'd turn it into a mech mod. Yeah, I'd throw a 510 on there.
I bet it would kick, wouldn't it?
It would be a 26650 mod stacked.
You'd have to work for it. I'm sure it would kick.
And you'd feel so satisfied after you vaped on it.
Well, the vibrator would.
There's so many puns.
Oh yeah, different kind of shooting you load.
Oh.
Come on now.
Come on, guys, hit us up with some other questions.
Mate, that'll take over dripping to the next level.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
my mod's leaking. Oh, really? Is it?
Oh shit!
Oh man, I'm tired. That's too
We
much.
should have next stream. We should have a best meme for that photo contest.
We did that Vietnam.
yeah. Flashbacks.
I'll send some stuff.
Put it in black and white.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. I've got to get up for work in the morning. I'm not doing crack again.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
dude.
all right,
So
Mike.
I will catch you all soon.
Thanks
I'll
for
see
joining
you.
us,
Take
brother.
care, everyone.
Peace out.
Peace, dude.
Out. Vape safe.
Never.
Vape on.
That's good promotion right there. Cheers, mate.
Yeah. But yeah, what happened to Chris? Chris always says he's going to join in, but he never, I don't even think he read my message, or he read it and didn't reply yet.
He's a flake.
He's not a flake. He brought a flake.
Dean said he was chilling. I'll be on in a bit. I'm just chilling for a little bit, guys. And then he was on the stream watching.
Isn't it like 1:30 over there?
12:30.
Okay.
Sure.
I've got to get going soon. I need to get some kit before work, but we're all right for a little while.
Man, I'm just getting going.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm pretty
We'll,
sure.
we'll do a stream on Vinny's channel.
What was your least favourite juice at the vape finder?
The pure menthol that was too much menthol.
Yeah, I'd say that. My friend of mine from SMKD, Charlotte, she took me over to a stand and didn't let me read the bottle. It's in my vlog, actually, for the Vape Finder event, London Vape Show Day 3. It's my vlog. She gave it to me, sub-arm. She goes, don't anyone tell him what it is. Don't read the label. She goes, just put it to your mouth and vape it. Take a big hit. And it was the most strongest menthol. Honestly, I coughed so bad. I had tears coming down. It's probably that one.
Oh, gosh.
Dave, I have almost kissed coils before. I even done it the other day. I was the apocalypse man.
I do it on a regular. I'm stupid like that.
I've never actually done it, but I've almost done it very, very close.
I've done it on a 0.16 26650 mod. It hurts.
Ow.
I haven't been stupid enough to actually touch the lips because I can feel the heat when I was like, well, that's a bit warm.
Yeah. What's up?
I was drinking. Precursor.
Oh, thank you.
So, Mike, what's your favourite vape merchandise that you own? Now, you put me in a bit of a predicament now, Mike, ain't you? Because you expected me to send me No Limits t-shirt. No, I'm joking. I think mine's my cap. My own personal cap. One of a kind, the only one. Live Vape and Chill with the vape stuff on it. Let me...
Oh, my legs hurt.
Switch that out.
Oh.
So mine is this. That's mine. A bit dark over there, but my personalised cap.
That's really cool, actually. I like that.
Yeah.
I was going to ask where you got that from, to be honest, because I actually wanted to get one.
LVC.
Yeah, boy. I'm gonna, to be honest, it's weird. It's like I copied your answer, but for me, it's gonna be the first ever snapback I got made with my logo on. Again, this is my old logo. I need to get new logos made and then my new logo, but it's that one there, man. It's the black cap with the camo bill. And on this one, it's not got Let's Vape Champ on the side. I can't even take this one off. But where is it? I've done a giveaway for this hat, but the guy's not messaged me yet, so I've got to remind him again. This one's got Let's Vape Champ written on there.
Nice.
The new styles are there, but this was the first ever one I bought, and I was so excited to get this. And that's when I started wearing snapbacks in all my videos.
I started that pretty early on. I would have to say, besides my own shirts and hoodie, I would probably say my CASA shirt. Now, CASA over here is the Consumer Advocates for Smoke-Free Alternatives Association. It's basically the biggest and most influential group for vapors in the US. That is where every call to action is. That's where all information is derived from when it comes to advocacy for the United States. It's CASA. And I picked it up at a small event, like literally a hotel conference room sized event. But it's it's a very personal event. So you get to sit down and you get to talk with these people one-to-one without yelling over loud music. And, you just get to have a full-blown conversation. And that was when I learned the most about advocacy and about the state of the industry and everything else. And of course, I was more than willing to support by buying a t-shirt, and that is like the most meaningful piece of merchandise, I guess you could call it, for me. But, obviously I have tons of shirts, hats, everything else. I have a whole wardrobe full of stuff. Like over here, you'll see all of my hats. This pile right there are all of my snapbacks. And yeah.
We can't see it.
I know, it's just
I thought you were changing the camera. I was like, it's not done.
No,
it's that grey bit in the corner. There is
a grey blob. It's distorted by the lights.
I can see it.
But I have probably 30 or so snapbacks. And like I said, a whole wardrobe full of shirts and hats, but I think the most meaningful and my favorite would be that one, just because, it has a story behind it. And I really kind of want to do a vlog someday about where I get my gear from, where I get my hats from, because I get so many questions about my hats and everything. But for me, it may not look like much. It's just a black t-shirt with white printing, but it means the most to me.
I think that's amazing though, because with groups like that, I mean, we have over here the NNA, which is the New Nicotine Alliance, and what they do is it goes above and beyond. They kind of do that, and the majority of vapors don't know what they are, and that I'm talking about obviously new vapors, people that just do it literally wherever to get off cigarettes and things like that. I mean, I think we take it more as a hobby and things like that. It's become something more to us than just getting off of cigarettes. They constantly work there, and so for that to be your most meaningful thing, and with the backstory, I love a good backstory. I think that's wicked, dude.
Yeah,
spot on. Nice, I like it.
So
like over here, we have the NNA, and not a lot of people actually know of the NNA or support it in the way in which they should do, because like you say, they do ever such a lot. Like when the bills was going through Brussels and stuff like that for the TPD, there was actually members of the committee there, Dave Orn and the lady, they went over there to fight and put our case forward as vapors in the UK. And not a lot of people realize the amount of time and effort that they actually put in for the vaping community.
I think I watched a video. I'm not going to say which YouTuber it was. I'm not because I'm not going to name and shame. I don't want that, and I don't want to cause drama or anything like that. But I did watch a YouTuber, and he was saying that the NNA basically don't do anything. They have no power. They have nothing. Whatever they do doesn't matter. And I was just watching it. I was just thinking, really, why have you got to be so negative about it? Because they do. I don't know. They do such good work, I think, and they really do fight for our rights to vape, whether you like them or not, whether you know about them or not. They really put the time and effort in. And I was watching this guy, and I was like, oh, you know what? I just couldn't be arsed with it.
Nice one, Mike. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, peace out.
Peace out. Nice one.
Where do you say goodbye, Mike?
I'll hit you up when we're gonna do that freeway review live thingamabob. I'll hit you up so you can jump in on that. But yeah, lovely. Thanks for tuning in.
Can't wait to get the liquids, Mike, as well. Looking forward to it, dude.
So yeah, I do like a snapback.
Oh, I love a snapback.
I gotta get hats.
So many.
How many have you got in your collection? roughly?
Who, me?
Both of you.
Gone. You first.
I'm gonna guess 30.
Okay, you got more than me. I'm gonna say about 18.
Really?
Yeah.
Mate, I've got them. I can't even change my camera angle, but I just love collecting them. Like, this is a pile that I haven't even put up yet because I've got no room for them. So that.
Hold on.
That is literally one pile just there that I haven't even got room for.
What, are they all your snapbacks or are they?
No, these are all like they're not my personal snapbacks. But
Oh, okay. That's a lot, man.
But just there, like I've got them hanging up all over the place in there. So there's 1, 2, 3,
Wicked, Mike. Thank you so much for that, buddy. I really am looking forward to have those liquids and give them a review for you because both Jay and Mike were singing its praises at the London Vape Show.
So there's just 29 caps.
Oh yeah, 29 just there. Wow,
29 just there, and that's not. I've probably got about 6 of my own and
Mike. Sorry, Nick. Rather, you got to speak, man. I wanted to see that Armageddon one.
Oh. Well, I didn't want to interrupt. So let's see. Armageddon.
Nice. I like it.
You saw the Vape Finder one. I got the Vape Finder one. Fuggin'.
Nice.
Vapetasia. Let's see. Cloud Vapory. Cloud Culture. Hexome.
Oh
wow.
Yep. I can't remember half the names of these. Off the record. I
was going to say because they're from old vinyls, aren't they?
Yeah.
Identity E-Liquid.
That's cool. I like that one.
Ripe Vapes.
Oh, is that what we're doing now then?
I'm not doing it because my whole collection's not even in there.
Elysian Labs. The Hundies. That's a mesh back.
I've got a buckshot mesh back.
Oh, I've got their liquid here as well.
Here we go. Sick Drip.
Nice.
With filth under the brim. Local Boys Bluebird. Cali Vapors. That little leopard print.
I like that.
Rig Reserve. Mesh back. Trucker hat, more or less. That's a trucker hat. This is one of my favorites. Juice Guys, Neon. Mod Fuel. Steady Drippin'. This is
that one.
The most popular hat on my YouTube channel because of that.
That's pretty cool. That's really cool. I love that. I've watched the video. I've watched one of your reviews when you're wearing that, and I was reading the comments, and everyone was saying how much they love that hat.
Yep, everyone wants that hat. Holy Cow E-Liquid. The Steamery, another local. Here we go. As Vape. One of Two Glass.
Ooh.
Yeah. 2 of 2 Glass.
Ooh.
Coil Art.
Oh yeah, I got one of them. Jay. Dave wants to know if it's an Asmodus T-shirt behind you.
Yes, it is. Up there.
Electrum.
That's a V-God one.
Oh, here's a good one. Watofo.
Oh, Watofo.
That's quality.
I like that one a lot. 3WG. Another sick. This is Sick Boy. And this one has MBYC underneath. That stands for My Balls, Your Chin.
No, I'm quite
Does that mean you're a Balchinian?
Not me. Cyclops.
Oh, thank you. Oh, no, I don't want that.
VPX, which is an event. That was given me by Grim Green.
Nice.
And Vape Showcase. That's the place I'm going to in Texas.
Nice.
So I don't know how many that was. Was anyone keeping count?
No, but I liked them.
And
There's a
this
lot.
one, Barn Brew or Voodoo Vapes.
So I've got a couple of like weird ones. So I've got a buckshot trucker's hat, mesh back. This one I don't really like it because it is kind of like promoting to children and that, but that's Juice 'em on. You've got to vape them all.
Yeah.
What have we got here? So this one, I don't know what this one is. Oh, 13th floor elevators. But this is like some weird like.
That's like a 5-panel hat.
Yeah, it's like it's really like low cut. It's like I don't know what SWAT team or something could wear.
That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
I like that one.
Vape Wild, steeped. Obviously, you've got a steeped one. I see it up in the back. Aspire, V-Juice camo,
Love it.
V-Juice non-camo,
Not so keen.
Smog Mods, Big Slims, Vapory, Cheap Frills. Oh, another Aspire one that's in a packet.
You hoarder.
The Custard
Seriously?
Company.
Yeah.
That's the one he brought over to me at the show. Obviously the Vape Finder one. That's actually a nice hat. I don't know A40R, but there's one.
Avenue 40.
Okay.
It's the ones that had that wine mod thing that I was talking about.
And Suicide Bunny with the gold bunny.
Oh, nice.
That one I like. Gonna drop Pippa meshes now.
Vape Diner. Steamworks. Oh, Steamworks. Looks like a coffee bean. I call that a coffee bean out for some reason. Momo Orange.
I like that.
Yeah.
Dripped. Whoop. There you go, dripped. I'm running out of hand space now. They get quite heavy, you know. Red Dinner Lady.
Nice.
Diamond Mist. Dutch.
I like that too, yeah.
Another Vape Wild. This is the actual Smog Mod one. The other one was Big Slim. That's the Smog Mod one. That's who make my mod. Like the mongrel. Juice Bomb. Urban Vapor. I like this one because the peak on it is really nice. That's a local vape shop.
What's
Another
that brim? What's that?
What this?
What's on the yeah?
It's like I don't know. It's like it's like dots and like lines. It's like
Paisley.
you know, no, I don't know. Do you know back in the day when like in the 1980s when the games first ever came out, like and you had the game called Tanks and it was made out of like lines.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I call it.
Like vector kind of graphics, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you, yeah.
But that's just a few. I've got
Mike's saying that you're missing one, Joe.
Well, he never sent it.
I don't know. He could have, but you saw the Aspire. It's still in the package, and he may have just neglected it.
No, did I wear it on the stream? No, I had a T-shirt. You didn't send me a cap, mate. So that's your cue right there, Mike.
Do it like the the American athletes where you just change hats every 2 seconds to appease your sponsors.
Oh man.
I've got,
Do you know what? Dutch actually asked me to wear the snapback for the review when I'm done their liquids, but I always wear my snapbacks. So I had it on for the start of the review, and then I was like, a little bit of change, but I'll leave it up there in the view.
I really
Do one of these, like turn it around and then turn it back, and it's their hat, and be like, oh,
magic. That will take some editing skills.
I like that. That's a really nice feel hat to wear. That is idiom.
That's is that sort of like, I don't know, suede sort of material?
It's just like a grey, but it's like really, it's just normal material, cotton or polyester probably, but it's like a really tall hat. Like the actual bit there is tall. I've got Wicklicker ones. I've got Cutwood. I've got black bamboo, a Dokan, coil candy, penguin. Vapor shots, Vapor Expo, Council of Vapor, juice, rude oil.
We're just listening to your voice.
I can't believe
that's just them. I've got some more in the house.
That's an impressive collection there.
I've got a really nice one. It's a camo one, yeah, and it's a number one East jump, a number one E juice, yeah. But underneath it says Vape on. It's wicked.
Oh.
Nice. I'm gonna have to make some snapbacks.
I've got to make some new ones with my new logo, but to load up a new design with the company I use, it's so expensive. It costs like, each new design costs like £30–50.
Just to digitalize it.
I know, because mine are sewn on.
No, yeah, but they have to digitalize the image from a graphic and digitalize it so the sewing machine or the embroidery machine can read it to embroider it.
Yeah, that's it. I got it. Okay, cheers, thank you. I keep getting being brought teas. Love it.
He said, shut up. You'll have one on Tuesday. Nice one, fella.
Yeah, so I've got another tea. I'm good to go for a little bit longer if you want to keep this live stream going.
Don't want to even see my T-shirt collection.
No, we don't want to see it.
I'm not going to go through them, but I will show you.
You know that Vape Finder T-shirt? I don't know why. I put it on the other day, and I always thought that it's on the wrong way round. It felt like it was on the wrong way round. Do you see what I'm saying? And I was like, is it? I took it off and looked at the tag. I was like, no, that's right.
We need hoodies. We need sweatshirts.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, this lot here, seriously, there's so much.
Can't even see him.
Stop showing us your dirty laundry.
No, seriously, they're all fake merchandise T-shirts.
Dave, my mum bought me the first one, and then my sister just bought me that one. That's the one. It's not actually normal tea. It's rooibos tea or red bush tea. I don't know how to pronounce it, but basically it's meant to stave off hunger. So it's helping me through the diet phase. But there's no caffeine in it, so it's cool. Otherwise, I'm very sensitive to caffeine. Although I drink an obscene amount of coffee throughout the day, I'm still very sensitive to caffeine. So as a kid, I could never sleep at night, and the doctors never knew why. But it's because I used to have a tea right before I used to go to bed every night, and it's the caffeine in the tea that used to keep me up. So yeah, I'm spoiled. I know I am spoiled. I am spoiled. I do things for them as well.
I wish I had a beer fairy.
So in that pile
So
there,
we all wish that, Nick.
in that pile there, I've got 31 T-shirts.
Dude, you don't have to buy clothes. When winter comes, just tell them to send you jumpers instead.
You don't have to.
I've got a jumper, a gorilla one.
That's
I've also got an attitude vape. I don't know, I just love collecting the merchandise. It's wicked. And also, going back to what you just said about the caffeine thing, did you know that tea contains more caffeine than coffee?
Yeah, they do say that, but is that on the plant or no? I'm saying, is that on the plant before it's processed, or is that when it's been processed?
After it's processed, then you're drinking it.
So a cup of tea has more caffeine than coffee.
So they say.
Huh. Dave, you're gonna have to go and make yourself a cup of that if you got it in the cupboard, dude.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Americans don't drink tea.
It's an English thing, tea and crumpets.
Yeah, but I can't drink normal tea anymore. You know, like normal tea, you know, like the one you mix with milk. I can't drink that anymore. I used to love that as a kid, but I don't know.
I don't drink tea.
Get out. Come over here.
We're going to get kicked out of England.
I drink coffee.
I drink coffee. I love coffee. God, I love coffee. I could have a coffee now.
But I've got to cut down on caffeine, so I get caffeine-free coffee. It's actually quite nice.
Yeah, but that's like a, I don't know, that's like a a cobra without its venom. It's pointless, isn't it?
Oh, it's like juice without nicotine, yeah?
It's pointless.
I have a customer that works at Starbucks, and he brings me K-cups for the Keurig. And you know the Keurig? Like the single-serving coffee machine that you just have the little cups?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah. So he brings me K-cups in exchange for juice. So I'll every 2 boxes he brings, I'll buy his bottle of juice.
Nice. I like that, dude.
Good deal.
I'm going to have to get a job in your shop.
So, Tech the Man says, tea and scones, if you don't mind, with your jewel.
I love a nice scone. I love a good scone with jam and clotted cream.
Scone or scone?
I think it's scone. I think I always say scone.
What's a scone?
It's the same thing. It's just a different pronunciation of it.
Trying to be proper.
I don't actually know what the proper word is for it. I imagine it would be scone. I want a cup of tea and scone.
That just sounds weird.
It sounds like an innuendo. Like Netflix and chill. It sounds like that.
Tea and scone. I'm sorry.
That's what they thought was the fastest cake, because it's scone. But then they found out it was
Jay's got jokes.
I swear, for the last hour or so, have we really been speaking about vaping?
No, that's the best part.
I know, and I love it. Like people watching, they're down with it as well. Do you want us to get back on subject about vaping, or what would you like us to talk about?
We was just showing our wares.
Yeah.
Well, me and Nick was.
You can buy mine right now. If you want a Daily Vape TV t-shirt, you can buy my own wares from teespring.com/stores/Daily Vape TV.
Drop the link. Chatting shit is good. Yeah. Yeah, I do like a nice bit of shit chatting, I guess.
Obviously, for you, like, listening to shit must be better.
I've got to ask you guys, like the viewers and that. I mean, I've watched streams before when the screen changes, like whoever's talking. So at the minute, I guess I would be the one on the main screen. And when it switches so much, does it do your head in? Does it get irritating, or do you prefer it like that? Because I've done streams where it's literally just a static box. Everyone's got their static box and it doesn't move, and it's of a decent size, I suppose. What's the best way to do it?
I mean, I'll tell you my point of view from streaming. I've done a number of different streams in a number of different formats, and when you use Google Hangouts, the thing that does my head in is the fact that it goes from non-HD to HD. It kind of clicks over after a second when you start talking. I've done streams where it's all separate boxes, and I feel almost more self-conscious that way because you could see the person constantly. It's like, I know right now I'm in a little box, or when I'm not talking, I'm in a little box in the corner, but you really can't see exactly what I'm doing until I cough or vape or something, you know? So for me, I don't know. I could take it or leave it either way. You know, it doesn't really matter to me personally, but I like being presented full screen. And actually, Jay, if you're controlling the stream right now, you can actually present people.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can click on the flop there.
And sometimes if you're like a hardcore streamer, you can set a person in the call as the dedicated producer that is in charge of presenting people.
Oh wow, that must take effort.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be something like a bit like this. So now, obviously, I'm talking, and I don't know if that's. Oh yeah, present to everyone. So now I'm presented.
Right.
So that's
So
me.
now,
Got a little
even
message.
even if we talk right now, it's not bringing up our screen.
Yeah,
You can only see you.
you're not nicking the limelight while it's my bit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just keep it.
But then,
Everyone, look at me.
on the flip side of that, then I can obviously now hand it over to Vinny.
Oh, don't do that, please. I prefer me when I'm in the little box. Oh God.
There you go, mate. It's all you.
Is that what I look like? God, wow. All these cups of tea and water and whatnot. It's really looking a mess.
I just noticed that.
I didn't think you guys could see. I'll be honest. I forgot because I can't see me there. By the way, Jay, Tetley Man wants you to have another rip on the dripper. I do as well.
Fuck that.
Do it.
I'm on the dual right now.
Do it. What are you waiting
I'm on
for?
the jewel too. Wait, oh no, it's facing me. Duh.
I love the fact this kind of replicates the cigarette of flicking it, man. That's wicked.
Yeah, you got to flick it to the finger. My light stays on forever and a day.
Oh, what's going on, Maca Vapes reviews? How you doing, dude?
All right, stop presenting me to everyone. Jeez, get me off of this thing. You pain in the
You
ass.
said you was comfortable with it.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Here, just start picking my nose.
Go on, then.
Don't groan when you do it.
We're back to normal now. We green look.
Maca Vapes. What's up? What's up?
Macaulay, is that you?
Now we have to wait the 4
Yeah, I
seconds.
was going to say, yeah.
We're all waiting to listen to something when he's going to.
Just like everyone, like get real close to your screen.
Yeah, in anticipation. It does not matter how close you are, but yeah, everyone does that.
So, Nick, tell us a little bit about your setup there. Like, what camera you got, what mic you got, what system are you running?
Well,
Just for my benefit, really.
I have here. Wait, let me click over to this screen here. I have a Blue Yeti mic on a little scissor stand from Amazon with the little shock absorber. Yeah, pretty cheap ghetto kind of rig. I mean, it's a little flimsy, but it works. And I've got this little cheap pop filter. Hopefully it works. But yeah, Amazon. Yep. So that's for my audio hardware. For my video, I've got a C930E.
Oh.
It's the best webcam for the money kind of thing without being 4K. It's 1080p. It compresses to H.264, which is good for YouTube and teleconferencing. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. No one really cares. I use a piece of software called Webcam Settings to adjust my settings, and I can tweak it ever so slightly, shutter speed and aperture, focus, zoom, all that good stuff. And I'm on a Mac.
Oh.
iMac.
So that settings thing, the webcam settings, is that a third-party software?
Yeah, it's third party. Mac software notoriously is bad at regulating settings for your
Aftermarket stuff.
Yeah, your aftermarket products. So for the built-in webcam, sure, you can do stuff with it. You can do it, the filters and whatnot. But as far as like plugging a USB webcam into it, it's just garbage. So I have this thing now where I can adjust my gain. I can adjust my brightness, contrast, saturation, sharpness, color, temperature, zoom, and focus. So if I wanted to like hold up something up to the screen and for you guys to see it up close, then I can do that. But I'm also a little bit slightly zoomed in right now, so I can zoom it out, boom, and you get the full view right there of my dirty room, but I like it right about here. You know, you get my beautiful face, and I've got some. I have these LED desk lamps that are like little bar lights. Again, Amazon. They're adjustable. I can turn them down or up, you know, to my pleasing here. And they're really, really good for streaming because it's nice, clean light and it's bright and they're cheap.
Yeah, well.
But can your lights do this though?
Oh, God.
And I have LEDs. I have LEDs, but I can actually do that.
Oh, look.
I can't. If I had my T-proof here, though, I could hold it up and change the lights. Macavape says, Mr. Stice?
STI.
Yeah, is in the building.
Yeah, STIs. It's a little joke that we've got going within the LVC group streams that we do. Because we was talking about cars one day, and I'm sure we had a Corsa STI or something like that. And basically, it just stuck that he's got STIs. And every time I send a package out to him, I write something a little bit shitty on there for him. Which
That's nice. That's nice.
Let me just see if I can find it, and I'll screen share. I'll show you what I've done. Where is it? Oh, it's coming up. I know it is. There it is. So let me just screen share this. How do I screen share that one?
Make sure you take all the porn down first.
I was going to say, yeah, be careful.
That one there. So that's what I sent.
Oh, that's harsh.
And he said he don't know what his postman must have thought when he saw that.
You should see the camaraderie between shop owners and juice manufacturers in the States is hilarious because, like, you'll get, like, an oddly shaped box or something like that, and it'll just say, like, penis enlargement pump, like, all sorts of crazy shit all over the box.
Manny Rosenberg is asking, where are we streaming from? Well, two of us, myself and LVC Jay, we're here in the UK, and our awesome American sounding guy is in America, Nick.
What? Oh yeah, I'm streaming from the East Coast of America. It's currently 8:12 p.m. here, so it's nice and early, and I'm getting a little happy with some help.
You don't know how many times I see you drinking that and how much it makes me want to drink now.
I'm sorry.
Enjoying my tea.
I can't drink too much on a stream.
What's that?
I love it.
I can't drink too much on a stream.
I want to do that. I really want to do that. I think,
why?
we should.
I can't.
I've been completely pissed on a stream before.
I can't drink no liquids on a stream.
Oh yeah.
Because my toilet is way up there, up the garden in the house upstairs.
Oh.
You need a mobile one.
Get a porta potty outside.
I was going to say, what about, I swear they're called like, are they Q buddies or stadium buddies or something like that? You attach it somehow and put the pouch by your leg and you can just go wherever you want.
Oh my God, I'm going to look that shit up.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called. Stadium pals, I think.
Stadium pals.
Who knows? I mean,
and the slogan is never lose your space at a concert again.
so
never miss something at the concert.
So, I mean, you guys are all YouTubers and streamers, so you guys know that you could not wear pants during a video and no one would ever know.
Yeah, I have thought that. Do you know what I was going to do? When I was, I don't know, I was thinking about doing something like when I was doing my vlog, I was going to make a joke about something and say, if you don't see me again, guys, I do all my vlogs, all my reviews from the waist down naked. And I thought,
Just blur it.
It may sound weird.
Just feel like, oh wait, hold on, let me get my other mod and like stand up and just blur, big blur right there.
So Manny says we're in the UK, mates. I'm in Essex and he's in Kent. Well, Vinny's in Kent, and yeah, we know Nick's just said he's where again?
I'm in New England.
New England.
Oh.
We're in the old England.
I'm in Massachusetts.
And Macavapes, yeah, man, I'm doing good. Busy shift at work. Come home, ate something, and then straight onto the live stream. I'm good. Really nice evening, having a chat with my buddies.
I missed you guys.
Oh, I miss you too.
It doesn't do it justice.
Don't let me start all getting emotional now.
Man, who started it off? You know, after the event ended on, I think it was a Monday. On the Monday, sorry.
I think it was Poggy or.
And we all started sending these long essays of how emotional we were. Oh man! And especially for me and you, Nick, man, we were standing on opposite sides of the train station. I was like,
I know.
That was horrible.
So long, dude.
It was weird, man. Them 3 days really, yeah.
I don't think I've bonded so quickly with anyone in my life.
Yeah, I think we gelled really well. Like it was, do you know, it's all to do with that. That's another thing. Like vaping brings the community together. Like I don't care what anyone says. Like you know,
you could be from across the world and you're instant friends.
Yeah, you got something in common.
You got something to talk about. Yeah,
and it's not just something. It's something like I find it really interesting to talk about it. Like while I'm at work, like I hear the guys like they're all talking about football, this, that, and the other. I never get involved in their conversations because I just do not follow football, not one little bit. Only unless England's playing or losing, but that's about it.
Do you know what? I don't have time to watch football anymore, and I like football, but I don't have time to watch it. So yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't always get involved in conversations about football and stuff. But with vaping, you can I don't know. Just talk for, well, I guess we haven't been talking about vaping a lot, but we can talk for like hours like we have been,
but,
you know,
but
and it opens up other things though as well. You start finding other things, you know.
But imagine us, right? Like right now, I'm from thousands of miles away talking to you guys about something that is our common interest. What other way we would never have met otherwise, ever.
No, exactly.
Ever. We would have never crossed paths in our life if it weren't for vaping. So that's what I really like think about, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Making me emotional now. Stop it.
Especially you after how many
too many beers.
Very strong IPAs you've been knocking.
It's all about it's not all about life's not all about vaping.
But I mean, we find other common interests after.
Definitely. That's what after like when we sit down and talk and then you know get to know each other, like we ask each other what we've been doing, like as the family, and you know that sort of thing. It's just like the foundation obviously is vaping related, but at the end of it, like it's weird how it just brings people together. It really is.
Yeah, I think. I mean, like just with this stream, we spoke about vaping, sorry, and then we get on another completely different subject, but it kind of flows from that. But without vaping, like we wouldn't have ever met.
No, that's right. So we've got to look at Tom as our vaping guardian angel.
It's true though. It's true. It really is because like Tom. All right, real quick story. Tom messaged me one day and said, "Hey, I've been posting your videos on my app called Vape Finder. Like, would you mind like just giving us a shout out every now and then?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, you know, it's totally cool." And I didn't think much of it. And I just kind of threw out a little shout out here and there. And then like when it came down to like the time when he's like, hey, I want to get you over here. Pretty much this whole year, he's been bugging me to get over there. It's like, hey, can you make it to UK Vape Jam? Can you make it to this? Can you make it to that? And then he says he's hosting his own event. And of course I want to make it to that one. So I like literally like stretched my money as thin as I possibly could to be able to make it over there. And with a little help from him, and I was able to go, and that like just made my entire year. The whole rest of this year could be a complete wash in my opinion. And that right there just made my entire year.
No, 100%.
So,
Dave is asking. Dave's asking, who is the patron saint of vaping?
Tommy.
Tommy. That's a funny one, that is.
All right. Well, that brings up a good question, actually. Who would you say is the most influential vapor?
That's weird. It's not weird, but it's like
that's a hard question.
It's a very hard question because obviously we do things that we do to try and be influential ourselves. I don't know. Over here, I'm gonna say
it's
I'm
hard.
Gonna say Vic.
Yeah,
Grim?
Vic.
I'm gonna say Vic.
Oh, Vic. Vaping with Vic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Like I think he carries a lot of clout. You know, I listen and look at what he's got to say and stuff like that. When he does his streams, he does it with some lady in America also called Gwen. And like they get mad crazy viewers on their Facebook lives.
Well, you could be there someday.
Well, we'll see what the future holds. Only time will tell.
Well, even from our group chat, I gathered that, you know, I hear a lot of you guys talking about, oh, Vic this, Vic that. And I'm like, who's this Vic guy? And I like had to look him up. But yeah, I'm like somewhat familiar with his channel. But it just strikes me as odd that like he is the one that you go to. He is like the UK's Grim Green, you know? It's like he may not be the biggest reviewer out there, but he's just like the most influential, you know. People listen to him, what he has to say, and people buy what he tells you to buy. Dean actually, Dave actually brings up a good thing. He says vaping biker, Dean is a big name too.
Yeah. You know, I think everyone brings something to the table. Like when you're getting into the subject, obviously, about like the big YouTubers from over here, I think they all do have their own sort of way about them. In America, I'll be honest, the first review I ever watched was Indoor Smokers. That was the first ever vape review I ever watched. And then it was Nick, you know, Grim Green. And those two are very different as well. And I remember why I started watching both of them. It's because I wanted to find out about buying this. And I do believe that they both reviewed it. And I just liked what Nick had to say about it, to be honest, this Innokin. And his review is the reason I bought it, you know?
I think my first American encounter with...
American encounter.
with review things was probably Rip. I've got to say it was quite entertaining with his like rednecky style and yeah.
He's definitely a character, and you know what? I've got to say I do like the way he edits his videos. Going from when he first started and stuff. I know we've all progressed and we edit in a slightly different way, or we've kind of got more comfortable or whatever. But from him, his original one to now, it's completely different. It's really completely different. It's crazy.
I'll tell you who else is funny. He's the Australian dude, the Vaping Bogan.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever watched him?
I've watched a couple of his videos, and he actually is very informational once you get past the persona.
Yeah, he's very like,
and he's very opinionated, which I actually like because he'll tell you if something's shit.
but that's the way you've got to be. You've got to be opinionated, like, or else there's no point in doing it. If you're gonna follow the rest and follow the masses, and like some people doing it just because they're getting something out of it, so they feel the need that they've got to give this certain thing or this certain product a good review. Like, I'm not all about that.
That's what we was talking about in the first stream we done, though, wasn't it? Like, we touched on that subject about just because we've been sent stuff, you've still got to be honest, because the people that watch you, they're going to go out and potentially buy it, and if it's crap and you've said it's been amazing or a great review, they've wasted their own money on it.
Well, that's the guy, like that Mike from No Limits. He sent me these juices today. Like I said to you in that first stream that we done, a few of them, they seriously needed work, and I told him about it. And do you know what? He messaged me after the show. In fact, he's just messaged me now. Sorry. He messaged me after the show and he said, "Thank you very much for your feedback and your honesty. Like, it's what, like, I liked it. Like, I love it. Like, just because then he knows where he stands from. Like, I by no means, I'm not like the biggest like reviewer out there at all. Like on Facebook, yeah, okay, I think I'm like quite popular. Like my group is not active like that at all, because like I don't do for sale posts. I don't do like, you know, there isn't no bullshit or no arguing. Like what goes on my group is when I do a competition, the competition goes up, I let them know I'm doing a review, and then my page I do the review from. That's pretty much how it goes. I've tried to get other people. I've got about 3 or 4 different admins, maybe a bit more than that, 5 or 6 admins. And like they do like cloud checks and like hand checks now and again and stuff like that. But it hasn't really picked up, which is, I think I would like it to pick up a bit more in that sort of generalized area. But it doesn't. And like when people approaching me like to do reviews for them, I've never ever thought 2 years ago that I'd have people approaching me saying, "Oh, will you review this for me? Oh, will you review that?" Like I'm not nowhere near as much as how you guys get approached and get stuff for reviews and stuff like that. But like, yeah, eventually I want to get to that sort of level. But I do it just because I love it and the passion about it. But you've got to be honest with. You can't just tag someone along and feed them full of bullshit, because it's just you're falsifying yourself, you know. And then when you get tarred with that brush, that is it. It's game over. Everybody's just going to remember that. Yeah,
they're gonna lose trust in you and faith in your opinion, and that's what I've always done. I've always been honest, you know, because I would want someone to be honest with me. If I'm watching a review and someone says something's good, like Nick Green said that Inakin 134. It's got it written right there. I just can't see it. If he said that was amazing and I got it and it was crap, I would be disappointed. And that's what I would always remember him for, him lying about it. But he gave an honest review. I got it. I knew what to expect. And it was, you know, it was a great kit. I loved it. It's just shame it only goes up to 12.5 watts.
In the era.
Yeah, going back, that was good.
I mean,
Vapes just said something on chat, by the way. Next time you lads are live, I'll jump on with you lot, if that's okay with you lot. That's cool with me, dude. I don't mind, whatever.
Macro, if you want to jump on now quickly before we go off, you can. It's all right. Give me your.
Jay will have to send you the link.
Yeah. In
I will
fact,
say.
Go on.
I was just going to say that, you know, you have to realize that it takes a lot of hard work and dedication. It takes years to build your channel, because it doesn't happen overnight. No matter what, it does not happen overnight. And it's taken me, I think I've been on YouTube now for 4 years, and I've grown my subscriber base, and I've worked my ass off to be where I'm at right now. And yeah, you will get more and more and more products to review. But you have to realize that like all the more products that you get in means the more work that you have to do. So it's basically creating more work for yourself.
No, definitely. I totally agree. But I just always think it's just so much better to be honest about things, man.
But like, I like the idea of this thing that we're gonna try on your channel next Sunday, like where we're all gonna have the same juices and we're gonna do it from our own locations, and then
that'd be crazy. That would be
that's gonna be something different. But like we're gonna do that. We're gonna start that off unless someone beats us to it before now, and then like we're gonna be the first ones to do that.
Well, from what we know, there might be someone already doing that.
Yeah, but you would know about it. Like, to be fair, like I can go back on my streams, from like a couple of years, well, just under a couple of years ago, and LVC, believe it or not, was the first ever group to do an actual live review and live giveaway on the stream.
What, for vaping, really?
On
That's
YouTube.
Crazy.
Not on YouTube, on Facebook.
That's awesome.
And then ever since that point, every other group that's just popped up, they obviously do it. That's why my slogan on Instagram is "Leaders lead, the rest will follow."
That's cool, man. That's amazing that you were the first one. That's really, really cool.
There you go.
There might have been some others before that, but everything was. In fact, I'm pretty sure we was, because everything before that, live draws. Well, there wasn't live. I can't even say live draws, but competition draws was done with the fruit machine or the wheel, and it was recorded and then uploaded. I was the first person to do the live, like picking the winner live, doing the review live, all in the same stream.
My YouTube is being weird right now. My page just died. The stream just died for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh.
Let me see what mine's doing. The chat still work. No, mine's still working.
I don't know.
No, everything went down. Oh, no. No.
I think I'm back up here.
Damn it.
Everything went down. Everything's all fine here.
I don't have video, but I get to chat.
Okay. I'm cool now.
Dave says, I've watched you grow, Nick, for about a year. I like you because you're real. Much appreciated. And I know I was going to say earlier, but I meant to say it earlier. I've seen your username pop up on my channel before. I do recognize your username. And that's what I really like to see, is that sort of interaction. You know, I love seeing and recognizing people's usernames, and I want my subscribers to know that I am looking out for the people that are repeat, commenters and stuff like that, because that means to me that like I'm doing the right thing, if that makes sense.
I love it when I see the same subscribers commenting and stuff. It really does put a smile on my face. It does,
Because you've captured them as an audience, and obviously they like what you do, so that's why they repeat viewers and repeat commenters, and it's good.
Yeah, no, I mean sometimes even in the comments I'll end up just asking them oh, how are you doing, what you up to and stuff like that, because it's just like a conversation thing on the YouTube, on the videos, on the comment section rather.
It's a good thing to do, because you're like was on about in the first stream that we done. You're taking time, they've taken time to watch your videos and subscribe and comment and stuff like that. So not that you feel that you need to, but it's not being obliged to do it back, but you want to give them something back because they've took the time out to do it. So you want to show your appreciation and do it back to them, by starting that conversation and asking them how they're doing. It's all about a rapport, and you've got to build that, and like you say, it don't happen overnight. I followed Joe for a while, and I feel we made a bond through his live feeds. Yeah, definitely, Macca, definitely. Slow and steady growth wins, I reckon, says Dave.
Totally agree with you, Dave.
The problem is that YouTube is trying to like encourage certain types of content. And Vinny, I know you're going to feel this a little bit more than Jay, because YouTube wants short, punchy videos that are like just really choppy edit. You know, they want viral content. You know what I mean? They don't want someone that blathers on for 45 minutes about a product or something. They want.
So you've watched my videos.
I mean, we all have to adjust to what YouTube kind of wants, and it's such a pain in the ass because of that. And it's like, I don't want to have to come out with content that, you know, YouTube wants. I want to come out with content that my viewers want. But in order to grow my channel, I need to kind of secede a little bit, you know. I have to give in a little bit.
Yeah, there is a whole other side to like YouTube and stuff where it does more want things like that, like viral, like vines, viral videos, things like that. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I feel that and that. What I find with YouTube is crazy though. Like, I will watch, say, I watch this YouTube called Fail Army, and they've got random little like fail clips and stuff like that. And if I watch one of them, all of my newsfeed, all of my home screen, whatever it is filled with other videos of that, you know, from loads of different places, loads of different people. And it's just crazy. All I have to do is watch one video and the whole thing is taken over by like fail videos or prank videos or vines and things like that. And it's like, oh man, I'll go through it all and say, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that.
Yeah, because that's sort of like, it's like meta tagging. So it seems like it's a very clever thing that they've done, because you watch something and then they try and do like make you watch other stuff that's like related and associated with that. So like, have you never like searched for something on Amazon and then all of a sudden on your Facebook there'll be an advert for that same thing that you searched on Amazon?
Yeah, I've noticed that on Instagram. Yeah, Instagram as well.
It's to do with the global marketing strategy. People, they spend absolutely millions of dollars on that thing to happen, because it's all about to try and, like, you know, you was interested in it, and then it goes cross-platform against, because you're using the same username and it's the same person, they try and like force it down your neck, I suppose.
Vape's saying that he's going to jump on the live stream next time. He's in bed at the minute.
Oh yeah, no worries, man. No worries.
And Tetley Man.
Pet peeve with some reviewers.
Tetley Man, I totally agree with that. I do. I mean, I think of it like, obviously, if they've got a lot of subscribers, then it can be hard for them to get all of the notifications and answer every comment. I mean, like myself, I do really try. I mean, although I'm busy with work, I always try, and I've done this throughout my whole YouTube thing. I always try and answer every comment, or at least give it a like and things like that. But I do understand what you mean. Sometimes I think the subscriber count goes to people's heads, if that's right in saying.
I will say, Vinny, that you're going to have a very, very hard time keeping up, especially with the older video comments. Like, people will comment on a video that I came out with 2 years ago, and it's like, I have to think of it as like, okay, this person has a non-constructive comment. Like, is it worth mentioning? Like, is it worth reacting to or anything? Like, if they say something weird, you know, like, doesn't really have, like, doesn't give anything to the conversation, you know, because that's the way I look at YouTube comments, is like almost like a conversation. So if someone asks me a question about the topic at hand, and if it's something relative, then yeah, that's a very important comment to me, because it really brings something new that I don't touch on in my review. But if someone comments on something that's like, hey, does anyone know where I can get Samsung 25Rs for cheap on a 2-year-old video, then like that particular comment does not really put up a flag to me that says I need to respond to that. So
no, it doesn't warrant taking the time. Like, it's just, you know, it's 2-year-old video. They must know it's a 2-year-old video because they can see the age of it.
well, you would think so.
I had a video on my first ever video I put up, and I actually ended up having to watch the video because I couldn't remember
Oh yeah.
in what reference they'd done the comment. And I cringed watching this video. I was like, oh, really? But then I did answer them because I got the notification and I wasn't busy, and I still answered it. And yeah, I don't know. I always try and answer as many as I can. At least all of them, especially with like the vlogs and stuff. I really try my hardest to answer all those.
So I like you guys were saying about what YouTube wants and stuff like that. See, for me, like, editing is a real big part of it. I haven't got time to do that. Whereas I do live feed. So what I do, like, if you watch my videos, you'll hear me saying there, I'm not going to edit this out. It's going to be uncut. It's raw. And I do it in one take. Like, so my reviews that I've done recently, the videos that I put up are one take reviews with no editing. And they're to the point. I sort of like sit down beforehand, think of what I'm going to say, get everything set up. So I click a button, change the screen, and I do it all, and then it's all done. And I think it works really well. But like the other day, I don't know, I wasn't in the mood or whatever, but I knew I had to put one up just to keep the content, like, you know, frequent.
Flowing, yeah.
You know, keep it going and I've started the flow and I need to carry that on. Mate, I could have made a blooper video out of it, seriously. So I'll get halfway through something, I'll go, oh, fucking, and I'll have to start again. But seriously, like, I think I've deleted them now, but anyway.
You should see, I record probably an hour's worth of content for a 15-minute video, and half of it's me swearing.
So, like,
you look so chilled out in your videos, Nick, I've got to say.
I know.
I've got it down at the moment. I know I've only done like probably 4 videos or whatever it is since I started since I come back from the London Vape show, and I think I've got it. Like, obviously there's always room for improvement. I know that, but the way in which I'm doing it at the moment, I'm liking it. It's good. It's easy. It's working for me. I haven't got to edit it and stuff like that. But touching back on another thing that someone just said about interacting with your subscribers and your viewers and the comments and stuff like that, a lot of people always say to me on the live streams, because I'll stream for like 4 hours at a time. Like, people do it for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour, 2 hours, whatever. But when I do it for the long haul, and I sit down and I'll interact with every comment that I can on there. And people always say,
well, you should.
I like watching your streams because you interact with every person and you answer every question, or you give, if you can't answer it, you give some sort of answer saying that you don't know or whatever. You acknowledge what they have actually taken the time to written down. That's why people like, oh, I'm frozen on the screen there. That's why they like watching the streams that I do. So, yeah.
All right, I'll be back in 1 second.
You ain't even gone nowhere.
I've literally just written a reply to Tetley Man because I didn't want to interrupt you, Jay.
Yeah.
I was listening to what you were saying, dude. But yeah, no, Tetley Man. To be honest, yeah, I think a lot of the big channels, not even just to vaping, I mean just in general, all the channels on YouTube. I think when they see their subscribers go up to a certain amount, they do let it go to their head. I remember watching this video, and someone commented. And the person that commented may have had like 2,000 subscribers, and the person whose video it was had obviously over in the 100,000s. And he goes, your comment's irrelevant. Look at your channel. You've only got 2K subscribers. And I read that and I was a bit like, but you was there at one point, you know? How can you dismiss someone just like that? Just because they've got a smaller channel than yours doesn't mean their opinion doesn't matter. Of course it does, because each one of that person's subscribers is a person that clicks subscribe. So that comment could have referred or could have been used against any one of his subscribers.
No,
if that kind of makes, I'm getting a bit tired, so I'm hoping I'm not just rambling on. I hope it makes sense.
Like what you just said there, he was there at one point. He was at that 2K subscriber mark at one point in his YouTube time. He was at that point, you know, and then like, oh, your comments are relevant, like just belittling them.
Yeah, he just said it. Obviously, he clicked onto the guy's profile, his channel, and he just shamed him for it. And I think he even ripped into the content that he made as well, because I don't think it was anything to do with what he commented on the video. And I just thought, but to each their own, you know, it's still a person. And at the end of the day, if YouTube took this person, I don't know who he is or what channel it was, but this this YouTube famous person's channel away, it's not like Johnny Depp, for instance. You know, if he didn't ever make another movie again, people would still remember who he is. They wouldn't actually remember who that person was.
Yeah.
But
I was going to say something then. I can't remember now.
Well, all right. I'm just jumping in here, interjecting, but it's funny because, like, all right, so like I said before, like I recognize names, I recognize usernames and everything, and I say, hey, you've commented on my channel before and all that. I also get a lot of people that are like the casual viewers or the people that just show up for that one video every now and then, or the just random people. Like I have a couple of videos, really random videos too, that have gone viral in the sense that they got a lot of views that I really did not generate, basically. So my Limitless Pulse video now has 50,000 views, and that literally has just gone crazy. Like I don't understand how it happened, but like last week it was at like 35,000 views, and this week it's at 50. So don't know how it happened, but all of a sudden just people are watching this video and they're commenting, and a lot of their comments like are all over the place. They're not on the topic. They're just either hateful. You know, you get those people that like spread the hate around, which is why I caused like a little mini rant in our little group chat today.
Oh yeah, I love your little rants. You randomly come up with them. There's no prep for it, and I love it, honestly.
But you know, it's these people that just stop in and comment just to like hate on you. It's like, dude, I'm trying to do something positive here. I'm trying to do something helpful to people, and you just literally stop by. You say, "Hey, fuck you," later.
And that's what it is. That's just
I know
more negativity, and that's. Yeah, that's horrible, man. I don't understand that.
But that's YouTube, man.
Oh, Macca Vapes, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate the subscribe. And you know, definitely try and jump on the live stream whenever we do it next. Whenever Jay just messages the group who fancy a live tonight, definitely jump on.
Do this every week.
I don't know. It's literally the other day was the first one. Jay just randomly said it, and I was.
I'm free Friday nights.
Yeah, I've done a live on my channel yesterday, and people were asking me to do like a weekly thing, and I didn't even know. I didn't have anything to talk about. I ended up doing a live for like an hour and 16 minutes. So I've got to find a day. It was either Friday night or Sunday. So I'm not sure which day to do it on.
I'm free all day Sunday if you guys want to do anything on the Sunday.
Probably would be Sunday.
I work shift pattern, so sometimes.
So Vinny, if you want to do something on a Sunday, let me know.
Oh, yeah, man. And Jay, you can always jump in. But don't be like that. Oh, I wanna hug you, Jay. I wanna hug you. Little tap, Jay. I tell you what. Let me and Nick talk for a minute. You go have another hit on that Dr. Salts.
Go have a wee if you want.
No, I'm good. Go on, carry on, boys.
But no, yeah, if we sort something out, Nick, that'd be great. And obviously, Jay, whenever you're not on working that day, just jump on, man.
I actually got a comment on one of my videos the other day that said, I want to see you on more live streams. So I'm thinking about doing something on my channel.
Why don't we take it in turns then? We can do it like
I mean? This is what I've got to say. Leaders lead, the rest will follow.
Someone's got to take the first step.
I will give you full credit.
Why don't we do it as a rotating thing then? You know, 1 week we're doing it on mine, 1 week Nick's, 1 week Jay's, something like that.
We could do that.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
We've got to get the others involved. We really have.
Well, I mean, technically, I have the biggest channel here, so it would be to your benefit to be on my channel.
I said that earlier, mate. Don't worry about it.
Wait. I'll put my crown on. I'll put my crown there. There we go.
And when I watched your vlog from the London Vape Show and was walking around, and that's a plug right there. Oh, I love that bit. It was wicked. I've only just started recording, and this guy's plugging already.
I'll remember that bit. I did laugh at that. That was hilarious. Oh God, when we was walking around for the London Vape Show, when we was judging the stands, that was hilarious. Everyone was vlogging. Everyone was recording. The second I turned around, I could just see everyone with their cameras talking to themselves. And honestly, when I watched the video back, I was like, my God, that's what I look like.
It was really funny too. Like watching you work, Vinny, I will say this, watching you work is impressive. It is extremely impressive because here Vinny is. All right, so let me set the stage here. So here's Vinny. Here's Vinny saying, "Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry." And Dean's just like, "Go get something to eat." And Vinny comes back with the sausage in front of him, and he's setting up his camera. He's setting up his camera and like hitting record. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm vlogging. I'm vlogging." And he's like recording himself eating. I'm just like, who the fuck else would even think of that? Like, here I am. I'm in another country. I have like, I'm here to vlog, and I'm not recording every second that I'm there. And Vinny is recording himself eating. He's recording himself walking around. He's recording him every single second of that event.
Do you know what it is? It's because I feel that I owe it to my subscribers and to the people that couldn't get there. So I just think, even if I don't use it, at least I've recorded it. When I watch it back that night when I'm editing, at least if it doesn't go into the video, at least I've, if I needed it, I could have used it if I thought it was worth putting in. So I always think, because before I went to a big vape event, Vape Jam, I looked on YouTube and there was no real vlogs. There's vlogs on YouTube for these events, but they're all like time-lapsed with music and jumping around, and you're not seeing anything. And I was like, it's not really giving me a sense that I'm there. So I kind of had that in my mind. And I remember the first day when I started vlogging for Vape Jam, I was vlogging at the hotel and walking to the event. And I was walking past groups of people, nothing to do with vaping. And I could see out of my peripheral vision or out the side of my eye that they were looking, they were pointing, and like someone like, oh, what's this guy doing? He's talking to himself, holding his camera and stuff like that. And I had to think, I'm not doing it for you. I'm not doing it for you to laugh at me. You laugh at me, I don't care. I'm doing it for my subscribers. That's what I'm doing it for. So yeah.
That's I feel like that's where I kind of stutter when it comes to vlogging. It's like I don't really feel comfortable just being alone out in public with my camera out, like recording myself, because I feel like other people are looking at me and talking about me and everything. But
oh, don't get me wrong, that is such a big thing to overcome. There's no way around. That is a very intimidating thing. That really is.
Sorry, I missed that while I was reading the comment.
No, Nick, just go on, Nick. You say.
Well, I was just saying how like my own personal blockage comes from other people judging me, and that's my own like anxiety coming into play there. And Vinny is just balls to the wall,
just balls out everywhere. And I was just saying that's like the elephant in the room. That's the one thing. The Mount Everest of it. It's trying to get over that feeling of being judged and people looking at you or saying something or thinking something. And that's a big thing to get over when you're out vlogging these events. When you're in the event center, I don't care if people are looking because I'm doing it for the channel. But when it's like you're out about, it can be a bit intimidating sometimes.
Well, Dave says to that, you've got to be thick-skinned.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. And I think we all are to an extent because we're putting ourselves on YouTube or on Facebook and things like that.
Yeah, we're on display.
But yeah, I understand what you mean. There's one thing doing it in the comfort of my own house, then going outside. Totally. I mean, the first event was I had to get over a lot of things to be, because I wanted to appear comfortable on camera as well. That was a big thing. I didn't want to be like nervous or things like that.
Just go back and watch my like first reviews. I still have my first review up. I don't want to ever take those down because you get to see the real me. Like that's the real nervous wreck of a person that is Nick Daily Vape TV. Like I just don't know what to say. I stutter. I go and and like I just don't know what to do with myself. You know.
I see a lot.
I had to teach myself not to say that.
And I don't swear either, which is like the F word. The F word is like every other word for me. It's like fuck this, fuck that. And to be online and to be on, you know, my channel and not swear is like, that's a whole different person right there, because you're not getting the real fucking Daily Vape TV right there.
That shit right there, I can't do a stream without swearing.
You're live, that's why.
It's because you're from Essex.
I just want to say, Teddy, man, thank you so much, buddy. I don't know if I'm up to the quality of the BBC. That will not go to my head because I don't know if I am, but I really do appreciate the comment, buddy. The compliment, rather. Thank you so much. I'm really excited for Vape Expo. I've got to say, dude, I cannot wait to be back holding that camera with my arms shaking, recording it for you guys. And Dave said he loves your builds, Nick.
Yes, I appreciate that, Dave. Everyone loves the build videos. One thing that people need to realize is that I have done a build video practically every week. I have over 100 build videos on my channel. Wow. And that is a feat right there. I mean, to come up with fresh content, and I'm not a very good builder. Like, I'm not Twisted Messes. I'm not Squid Dude. I'm not, who else? I don't know. Who's a good builder? Coiled Turd? I don't know. There's a million builders out there. There's so many really amazing builders. But
well, after about 100 of them, I think you've got to be half decent.
I'm all right.
Are you running out of ideas?
Yes and no.
Is that what plays in your mind when you're trying to fall asleep?
Pick up stuff.
I have plenty of ideas, but can I execute those ideas? That's the trouble that I have.
But I do have to say, I mean, when you dropped it in the group, what you asked in the group chat and that, I mean, your build videos, man, Fresh Build Friday, 100%. That's awesome.
I mean, I've been tossing around a few ideas, you know, in my head, like thinking about what I want for the future of the channel and everything. And, you know, obviously I have to keep doing the build videos. That's all there is to it. But I'm wondering if I could like possibly just merge it into other things. But let's be honest with you, like Fresh Build Friday, that is so catchy. That is so catchy.
It is really good. It's like Follow Friday on Twitter or something like that, man.
Right. But it's like, it's hashtag Fresh Build Friday. You know what I mean? So I want that to catch on. I want that to be a thing. I want that to be my thing. You know what I mean? So I can't stop. I cannot stop. I have to keep going no matter what. Like I'll come up with a build to do no matter what. And I'll keep pushing out content to you guys and keep trying my hardest to impress you. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. I think what you do in your Fresh Build Fridays, I think even if someone's not going to do that build, it's still nice to give them the idea, because that video that they watch might spark something else in them to do. You know, it might give them the motivation to actually do a different build or even try something new and keep them more into it.
I'm looking to inspire, not necessarily be the, you know, you need to copy this build, but I want to inspire people to try something. Maybe like, oh, you wouldn't think of doing a build a certain way, but maybe, you know, do it with different wire types or gauges or whatever. Try it your own way, you know, try it with what you're comfortable with and come back to me with results. And I'd love to hear about it, you know?
Dave, something for the weekend. So Is that aimed at Nick? Oh, what's the question? To be honest, it's like 2 o'clock. I'm knackered. Yeah, I'm not too sure what that means, buddy.
So Maka was saying that he was speaking to Vinny about
Oh, sorry, dude. I missed your comment.
Starting to do reviews and that. He's had a few companies message him and approach him to ask to do juice reviews. But he thinks he's definitely gonna get into it. I think it's a good thing to get into. I wouldn't like anyone that wants to get into it. No,
man. Maca Vapes, I mean, you're not the first person to ask me about getting into YouTube, reviewing things like that. You're not. And I always said the same thing. Just be honest with it, dude. If you want to do it, do it. You know, everyone started somewhere. I always say start with what you've got, because it can get expensive if you're just trying to review all the newest hardware and you try and buy in anything new. I mean, it can get expensive. So if you've got a collection of hardware, start by reviewing that. Start by reviewing every juice you buy, because juice is cheaper to buy than hardware. And then, yeah, as you gradually grow your channel, you'll get more companies. It's great that you already have companies wanting you to review stuff for them, which is amazing. But as your channel grows, you'll get that more and more.
If you don't mind, I'd like to chime in on this topic real quick. So I started off my reviewing history doing exactly that. I reviewed what I had in front of me. And it was basically to inform people about what I had experience with. So I said, okay, well, this has worked for me, so I'm going to tell you. And with that, I kind of just steamrolled from there. It was, you know, going through juices that I did, and like, okay, I used to do it in written format. I used to do a blog, and I started like that and just reviewed the juice, and that's where I started from. And then companies started approaching me to review their juice, and of course I obliged. I said, of course, yes, I would love to take a look at your juice. And it didn't matter what it was. I didn't have any hang-ups with taking juice from anybody. I would take your juice and I would give it a fair review. That was my deal. And then after a while, it was hardware. You know, I had a couple of people ask me about hardware, and, you know, I would either review what I had, and then people would, you know, send me some stuff as well. And then after that, it's just, like I said, snowballed, steamrolled, just kind of grew and grew and grew. And now I have some of the top names in the industry approaching me to review hardware, like Watofo and Wismec and I don't even know, Armageddon and Rigmod and you name it. You know, I've got a ton of different companies asking me to review hardware, and it's almost to the point now where it's become difficult to schedule things. But you have to start somewhere, and it's where you are already at. You know, you review what you have in front of you. And after a while, you'll just be getting hit up left and right.
Yeah. The reason I got into reviewing in that was because I had so many people, I mean, going back 4 years ago, so many people, when they would see me vaping, they would ask questions, and I would try and help them, you know, that smoking, try and help them to get onto vaping. And that's kind of why I started my channel, because I was helping these people, and I thought if I had the YouTube channel, maybe I could reach a broader audience and help more people quit smoking, turn to vaping.
And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. I mean, we're always trying to grow our numbers.
I mean, when I first started out, never did I think I would have companies contacting me, wanting to send me stuff out. I think it's crazy. I mean, the other day I was just chatting to Aspire, and they've offered to send me out their new mod. And literally 2 days prior to that, I was in my local vape shop, and the guy behind the counter goes, "Oh, check out the new mod from Aspire." And he showed to me. I was like, "Oh, that's really, really nice." And then that happened. And going back to when I made my first video, I can still picture it in my head. I went out, I bought everything for that. And to now, I never believed, I never even thought of getting stuff sent to me to review by these companies, you know. And that for me is I don't know, really, in a sense, rewarding. It makes me a bit more proud, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. It just really makes all the work. It feels like it's it's paying off. You know, it feels like it's paying off.
No, I totally agree with you, Nick.
But it is a lot of work. That's the other thing is
It
it is a
is.
lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
It's a hell of work.
But the thing is, but Mac and Vapes, with us saying that it's a lot of work and stuff, don't let that put you off, because it's not like you're hit with all this stuff that you've got to get done. It's not like that at all. You kind of gradually, as your channel grows, you get not accustomed to it, but you kind of learn how to deal with the amount that you have to do. So it's rewarding, and 100%, dude. Start a channel, start reviewing. I've
Get
always
in while the getting's good.
doing it. Yeah.
What was that? Was good?
I said get in while the getting's good, because I was like a year, maybe 2 late to the YouTube review game in America. Like there was already established channels by the time I started, and I looked up to those guys. I looked up to Phil Basardo and Grim Green and Ruby Roo and Suck My Mod and you know, those kind of channels as I started growing. And now I am, you know, so happy that I'm like friends with those guys, and I can just like start up a conversation with them and, you know, just like bullshit with them at conventions and like hang out with them, you know what I mean? And like for other people, it takes a long time to get up to that level, but it makes all that hard work like pay off. Like that's the payoff for all your hard work.
Yeah, I think it's like that saying, isn't it? If you're born into money, you never learn how to appreciate it. You know, if you're just kind of given all this amazing stuff all to start with, you never learn how to appreciate it. So the way YouTube works, the way for vaping, at least in the YouTube universe, the way it's gradually, you know, you do learn to appreciate it. Yeah. It kind of makes you humble in a way.
Right. And Maka says he wants to start off with his iPad and eventually get up to the cool gadgets. Well, if you have a webcam, then you can do YouTube reviews. Bottom line, webcam is definitely like the kind of basis. Audio is very important, I will say.
Yes. I mean, yeah, 100%. I had such troubles with my audio.
It's really good to have good audio. Like if you have like a decent microphone, I'm talking $100. What is that in pounds?
£80.
Sure. So about 80 quid, you know, get yourself a good microphone, and you know, this pop filter, maybe 10 on Amazon.
Not even. I was looking at them arms the other day because I want to get one now, because I see you lot with your mics and you're all moving them. Like, this is my mic here. It's going to go off a minute, but I'm going to show you when I plug it back on.
Jay, look at the screen. Look at the screen. Woo! Mac Vapes, I do have to just quickly chime in here. The first video I ever made on YouTube was made with it's like a DSLR or something. That's not mine. That was my sister's. My sister does YouTube as well. Her channel is bigger than mine, but that's okay. But yeah,
what's her channel?
Michelina Lucia.
Link it.
Check that out.
I believe. I'll find it. I'll chuck the link in there. But then I started doing it on my phone. I started using my phone camera, and then I started using my tablet camera, and then I got the webcams and invested money into this new setup. But it's all, you don't have to start with the best stuff first off. You know, get a feel for it. You might do a couple of videos and not actually like it, so don't worry about investing too much money buying the very best DSLR camera. I would say make do with what you got for now. You know, if you have money to invest in something, maybe like a webcam, like Nick was saying, then crack on.
Definitely. To get started up, like doing the videos, you can do it so cheap. Well, this is my mic anyway. I'll just show you that, guys. It's a cheap mic, but it does the job and it sounds quite well. I like it. But so I want to get one of them little things that move around with a spit guard or the pop pop screen or whatever.
Spit guard.
I still don't know if this thing does anything. The only reason I'm using it is because it comes free with the arm.
just pop the peas.
Yeah, that's what it's for. But you can pick one of them up for like £11 delivered on Amazon. It comes with the arm and the spit guard and all that. But my first ever streams, which is more or less the same angle, which is what we've got now, the same sort of angle, obviously not the same quality, but I had like a sucky on the windscreen mobile phone holder, which I took the sucky bit off and I screwed it to the rafter of this log cabin, and then I put my phone in there. So I used to set it to go live up there, run around here, get my iPad to view the comments.
All right, so touching on that topic, yes, use what you have in front of you. Just like review what you have in front of you, use what you have in front of you, because any camera is better than no camera. Bottom line is you have to start somewhere. You have to start with, basic gear and work your way up. It took me a while. I started off with just the plain webcam and no extra audio equipment. And after that, I kind of like worked my way up to where I'm at. And like the camera that I brought to the London Vape show is just like a little, it's a mirrorless camera. So it's kind of like a DSLR, but it's, it doesn't have the full mirror setup and all that. But that gear, that setup right there, I mean, that took me a while to gather all of that equipment. You know what I mean? It didn't happen overnight. Like I saved and I scrimped and I, pinched all the pennies and, bought my first setup for my YouTube videos, and my subscribers, all a couple hundred of them that I had at the time loved that. They love the improvement, and the more you improve, the more you're going to make people happy. So, always work on improving not only yourself as a reviewer, but also, your technique and your gear. It kind of goes hand in hand.
So this little setup that I'm showing you right now, this is a cheap little setup. I use this for when I'm out and I'm doing mobile stuff. Like I used this at the Vape Fest this year where I was camping out. So I had the mobile bench and I put this on a tripod. This was excellent. All it is a universal phone holder. It fits your phone in. A Takstar shotgun mic, which is about, I don't know, 15, 16 quid, which is battery powered, with a £2 splitter and a £5 LED light, which is quite bright and it's adjustable.
That is bright.
And then the little hot shoe mount, which mounts all three of them, that was probably about another tenner. So this little setup here is probably about 35 quid's worth, and you just put your phone into it. You'll be amazed of the quality that you get from that. Because the mobile phones nowadays have got some of the quality of the cameras are better than like some of the not so recent webcams.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, I think Chris from Empire Vape, he had his GoPro session, like one of my two GoPros is a GoPro Hero session. He had that. He didn't use it at all. The only time he used it was when he gave it to me so I could film him going up on stage with it. Other than that, he was using his iPhone. He'd done his whole vlog with his iPhone. And you can see the quality of it. Yeah. That's how far phone cameras have come. I mean, I remember... Okay, no one knows this, yeah?
You've just given stuff away as well now.
No one knows this. When I first started doing reviews in my first location, man, I had an old electric heater. I would stack DVDs on top of it, cases, and I would put this like pound tripod or something on top of that with my phone mounted on it. And that's how I would set that up all the time. And that's how I first started getting into reviewing. And I never imagined that I would end up investing this sort of money into a review setup, But it's true. It's baby steps, That's it.
Oh yeah, I have a GoPro Hero 3 Plus. I've got my mirrorless camera and a couple of lenses. I've got lights. My studio setup. My lighting setup alone is probably about $500 at least.
Wow.
My camera setup, I bought a camera, a Canon Rebel or not sure what you call it. It's a D700 or something like that over there. But yeah, it's not a cheap camera. And the lens, not even to mention the lens. I mean, shit, the lens cost me $650.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, it's not a cheap setup, but you get there. I mean, I'm a photographer by trade, anyways. Like I've done photography for a number of years now, and that's half the reason that I have the gear that I have, because like that's my other passion besides vaping. So for me, it's kind of like placating my own kind of ego. I'm like, ooh, I have gear, but no one else cares because they complain about the reflections in my glasses from my ring light.
What camera do you use like for your photography?
Actually, here I'll show you. Right
while you're doing that, I have to say, when I moved to this new location, I wasn't using this mic. I was using the lapel mic that I use for when I go to the events, and a lot of people, rightly so, I didn't realize it, but a lot of people were saying that, you know, the sound's not great, this and that, and that's why I invested in a new microphone for my subscribers, because I wanted to put out the best possible quality content I could. But it's always like baby steps, you know. There's no point in buying something if you don't necessarily need it.
Oh, absolutely. So here's my camera.
Boom.
This is it's not as impressive as it looks. It's a Canon 50D.
Oh, you've got the extended batteries on it.
Yeah, I've got the extended batteries, and it's also a 50 millimeter 1.4 lens.
Is that a static lens?
Yeah, it's a prime lens, good for portraits, good for, you know, product shots, weddings, that kind of thing. It's nothing major now, and I'm actually kind of looking into getting an upgrade from this here just for my photography, but and which will actually help in my videography as well. But I won't. My mobile rig, my actual like travel rig, is still going to be that mirrorless camera that I brought to London with me.
So this is my camera. I swapped it for some vape gear that obviously I didn't actually pay for, but it's the Canon 700D.
It's a good little camera.
To be honest with you, it's got a lot of potential to it, but I don't even know half of the settings on it, to be fair. I don't know. It's a decent camera. It's got what lens is that? It's the 18 to 55, I think, something like that. Yeah, 18 to 55 millimeter manual zoom lens. But yeah, like this takes some really good footage, but I need to utilize this a bit more, especially like when I'm going out to the shows. I've got some little like mount thing that I'm going to put it on. And
I was just thinking, I couldn't imagine carrying that around like I carry my GoPro around.
The thing is, I can't afford a GoPro. I can't afford this really. This retails at ridiculous amounts of money for what it is. Like the lens alone is probably like 250, 300 quid.
That's insane, isn't it? So the lenses can cost more than the camera.
Yeah, and like the body to buy, the body's probably about 300 or 400 quid's worth even now. But
that's a good one. Fisheye.
Oh, I love a fisheye.
Nice.
That's from my skateboarding days.
So I'd love to get myself a little like GoPro-y typey thing, especially with a gimbal. That gimbal that you've got is unbelievable. I love it.
That gimbal is really cool.
I love it.
It's not too much money.
The official GoPro one is.
Who needs official?
Right, guys, I hate to be a pooper, but I've got to be up early for work. And it's
Dude,
like 20 past.
totally understandable.
Oh, look, calling me and everything.
Oh, real? Wow.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, what's up? Why? What are you doing? Why?
He doesn't even mute.
I know, behind the
Live
scenes
and raw. Yeah, why?
and uncut.
I think everyone learned a lot about us tonight.
I think they did. I really think. I feel like we chilled together, relaxed together, had a good banter. Just shoot the shit, isn't it? Is that
Yeah. Shoot the shit. Shooting the shit. Yeah. No, I agree. But now what are we going to talk about next stream?
Oh, there's always something to talk about.
We'll have to put that one out. Right, guys, I've got to shoot. Baby's woke up and
Oh, bless.
probably upstairs. And it's
Oh, God bless, man.
And I've got to be up early. Right,
Nick, do you want to jump on a stream on your channel?
It's
Oh,
been
you're
an
up.
absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for joining me and like the viewers, guys. If you haven't done so already, jump over to their stream, to their channels, hit the like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. You know what to do. So yeah, take it easy. Thank you very much for joining us. I've got to shoot now. So I don't know when we're doing the next one, but we'll sort something out between ourselves collectively, and then just obviously subscribe to everyone, and you'll get a notification with whoever's channel we do it on.
I'm sure Jay, you will just randomly message us.
I will.
It'll probably be Monday. You message us next.
Especially probably like when I'm doing like the early shift and I finish like 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. I've got time to do stuff in the evening, because when I work late, I can't really do nothing, and it's not the right time of day to do it in the morning. And
No, of course, totally understand it, man.
but yeah, rock on, peace on. Right, I'm just gonna end this quickly.
Peace,
Right,
guys.
do you want to say your outros, guys?
Yeah, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I feel like we really got to know each other even more, and I love that. Thanks for joining in, guys. From me, Sir Vape and a lot. Peace.
And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you, Jay, for having me on the show. I look forward to the next time. Seriously, there will be a next time very soon. And as always, vape on.
I love it.
So, guys, this is Jay, LVC, Live Vape and Chill Reviews. Don't forget, vape happy, most of all, vape safe. Peace out.